Good morning, YouTube. What is going on, everybody? Oh shoot, we ain't got the music going. Hang on, give me 1
That's
second, man.
because you turned it on and it was loud as hell.
I haven't even touched the music.
Oh, well, I heard
I've
some
literally,
music. It was loud as hell. I don't know what
it
you was
was my
doing,
music
man.
in the Discord.
Oh, it was loud as hell.
Well, I'm okay. I think I got it. I think I got it. It was
Do
loud.
you?
I
Do
got it.
you? Do you think you got it?
Anyway, all right, there we go. All right, so good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Trader Shop. My name is T Hobbs, and of course, I know I got excuse me. Oh, hey, JC, what's going on, man?
Your mic cut out. I was like, what are you talking about? What
Can I?
up?
I just, bro, would you just?
Yeah, I got all the smoke today. I don't know what it is. You
Would
know
you
what it
come in for me?
was?
Hey, you better be
No,
careful.
you know what
Tread
it
lightly,
was.
motherfucker.
You know what it was.
I'm
You
not the
called me out for
one.
having a bootleg
You better,
Photoshop
whatever
this
attitude you
morning.
got from sleeping last night, you
You
better leave
called
that
me
shit to
out for
bed.
having a bootleg Photoshop, and I don't appreciate it. My Photoshop is not
I
bootleg.
literally just said it's the cheap version.
It's not the
You
cheap
stole
version.
it.
That you better shut the hell up.
Did you not steal it?
No, I didn't steal it. I paid for it with my investment of knowing how to use the internet.
Stole it. Okay, very well. You became a well endowed thief.
I did not. I know people who know people who know people. All right.
And anyway, look, the people.
See, I told you you'd be fucking up your mic.
Look, the people did not come here to hear you argue this early in the morning. Good morning, everybody. Justin doesn't want to say hi. He just wants to argue with me bright and early in the morning. I really don't even have like the energy for it. It is what it is. But thank you guys for stopping by the Trader Shop. Please make sure you tip the barbers, aka hit the like and subscribe button. Turn the notification bells on so you get notified every time we go live or put out a video. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, I think you are here for all the right reasons, which is, I got a fresh fade yesterday. So you guys must be here, to see me take the do-rag off. I only put the do-rag on after a week because I only get haircuts once every month now because haircuts is just too expensive. That's a whole nother story. But it's either that or maybe you're here to see Justin curly hair and overgrown mustache. Or
I got a whole beard now.
Option C. It could be option C, which is you came for the pre-market plan or you just love the damn show. Either way it go, we appreciate each and every one of you guys for stopping by and giving us a little bit of your time so that we can share our trading journey with you guys. That being said, it's pre-market plan time, and today's going to be an interesting one. We got the last little piece of data. We got Jerome Powell speaking today. So the last little piece of data is final manufacturing PMI. Right, it's the last thing that the market is waiting on to kind of make move, in my opinion. Right, it's the last little. Every month we get those 3 pieces of data, right, or 4 pieces of data. We get that CPI, the PPI, the PCE, and then the final manufacturing PMI. Right, so this is like that last little piece of data, and then we got Jerome Powell speaking. But if you look and read this, he's speaking over at the Spelman College. So lately, when he's been speaking at these little forums, he doesn't even talk about the market. Like it's usually like a straight up nothing burger, but that doesn't mean the market won't like be on bullshit until he start talking. So just things to note, that's at 11 and 2 p.m. Eastern time, and then news at 10 a.m. 9:45 and 10 a.m. Eastern. So basically an hour into the market. So so now we got that out of the way. Let's jump right into NQ's trading plan on the day. You can see these 2 yellow lines right here. I got marked out as the Monday low and the Monday high, wick to wick, right? One thing that I've noticed is we basically been trading inside of this range, Monday's range, except for the time we tried to break out of it and failed, came right back into it to the upside. We tried to break out of it to the downside and came right back into it. And you can see now we're getting that kind of continuation, which is something we didn't get to the upside ever, like that double confirmation. So we'll see if this follows through, and we ended up busting through this last little bit of demand down here, and finally hit my night level. I got night level still sitting at 15,79150 is when I think the market goes night. So because then we got all of these gaps to close down here in the 600s. It could get real ugly today. So we'll see. But macro price on the daily has been staying inside Monday's high. That high is at 6090. 16,990. And Monday's low at 15,938. Bulls and Bears have broken out to the extremes in either direction, only to find themselves back inside Monday's range. We can use this to long and short the market at lows and highs with proper confirmation, right? So that's kind of my thesis on like all of my trade setups today. So my first is toward the high, right? Monday's high sits at 16,990, but there's a 2-hour supply zone that was created yesterday when we rejected it. You can see it formed right there. So if we come back up here, I'm looking at short week rallies into 2-hour supply at 16062, 16,100, and targeting first Monday's low, which sits at 15,938. And finally, 4-hour demand and the previous day low, which also sits down inside of this 4-hour demand zone at 15,861 through 15,847. All right. So that's kind of my bearish plan on the day. You can see we're already kind of rejecting this Monday's low at 938. So let's see if it holds. And if that holds, maybe we form supply right here on the 1 hour or something. And then we can kind of look to play off of that too. So as far as the bullish aspect goes, this 30-minute demand, I said it when I drew it, and that's kind of why I drew it in gray, because I was like, it's a gray area. Am I looking to trade here? Not really. Do I see the opportunity to trade here? Yeah, I do. I'd rather trade here, but the plan is if we get confirmation inside of this gray box, we can look for buyers to defend the 30-minute demand at 15,925 through 15,872. And we can look to long the market targeting this 2-hour supply zone up here or the previous day high first, which, you know, however market looks when we come up there, right? Second area I'm looking to be bullish is, more importantly, this 4-hour demand zone. You can see the double bottom that was put in on the 30-minute, the ridiculous rally we got in the last 30 minutes of the market. I'm looking for the market, these buyers that came in on this candle, to be looking to defend yet again this 4-hour demand sitting at 15, I put 961, but it's 861 through 15,847. In fact, let me change that. 861. There we go. And we can look for longs targeting Monday's low. So if we get, if market gets bullish down here, I'm gonna be looking to target that midway point, right? So once we get down here, Monday's low kind of becomes the midway point. Previous day high becomes the, hey, you might want to sell, take some profit. And then Monday's high is like, get out, you know, unless we look like super bullish, right? So that's kind of my plan on the day. I have some more ideas, but that's more so if we start to break structure. Like if we start to break structure, I kind of know what I want to do. Like I know that I want to look for bulls to defend 791 and then 749. They don't defend, then I'll look for retest of this demand zone. So that's kind of the way I'm looking at it, but I'm going to be a little patient this morning as per usual. And those are my thoughts on NQ. I hope that helps somebody. What you got, Jay?
I think we're going to have to be even more patient just because of all the news that's going on. Like if I don't find a trade early in the morning, I'm probably going to be sitting on my hands until after like all the dust settles with Jerome and everything else. Because there's
a lot of nonsense going on today. So be aware.
A lot of catalysts. But for ES, we ended up having a much bigger rally yesterday than NQ. And overnight we consolidated, and then we ended up pushing up. And actually, come to think about it, should probably mark this consolidation level right here, because the market's probably, since we've broken it, the market's probably going to come back up and try to test this level right here. Probably same thing on NQ. You can see the market already tried once and failed, and it looks like it may end up trying to test this level completely again to break through. But anyway, for my downside plan, I would love to see the market come back up either the 45.80 or 45.85-ish area and then reject. We haven't been able to get back up to Wednesday's high. We haven't been able to get back up here just yet. So this downtrend is still in full effect as far as the selling goes. So as long as we're not above Monday's high, I still technically consider this a balanced range, because we still haven't broken out of the lower half of the balance yet. I'm not sure. On NQ, did we break out of the lower half of the balance? I think we did. I think we broke out. Yeah. So NQ...
that 4-hour was more like the...
Oh, yeah. We didn't. I mean, we broke out of like mini balance, but there's still like bigger balance.
Yeah, the lower balance.
Yeah, the lower balance hasn't been tested yet, but this the I guess I don't want to say the middle of the balance, but it was like we were balanced within balance, and so we broke out of one of the balances, but we haven't broken out of that balance yet. And then I guess kind of different but similar on ES. So anyway, I'm looking for buyers to step up first at yesterday's low of day, because that's where we found buyers. If they don't step up there, then we have 30-minute demand. I'll be looking for buyers to step up there. And then we have this structure, which again was balanced where we stayed for a couple of days. So I'd be looking for 4-hour bounce, and then ultimately this 15-minute demand zone to hold. We have way more congestion on ES than we do on NQ, just because we're kind of already in this zone for NQ already, where we're not there for ES just yet. So if we see a lot of selling on NQ and we do come down into this area, normally I would expect like a really big flush, because there's not a lot of volume that got traded here, because you can see this candle is just one big ass green candle for 45 minutes straight of nothing but buying. So normally the market, if we get into here, they'll give it up pretty quickly, because it's not going to be really considered fair value, or it'll bounce. But this area is not considered fair value because price was able to move here through here so quickly. But on ES, that's not until we get down to this area, which is much further away. There's no chance that ES is going to get down here today. No chance. I'm calling it right now. Unless something majorly catastrophic happens, like Jerome Powell fucking decides he really wants to tank this market today, there's no shot that we get down here.
What level is that right there?
This is like 44.80 to 44.31. And the market's currently sitting at 45.65. Yeah, it's over 100 points. There's literally no shot we get down here unless Powell decides he really wants to tank the market. So that's why I think NQ could 100% move down here, because it's much closer, and it's nothing for NQ to make a 200-point move. I mean, we're not even 200 points away, but it's nothing for NQ to make a 200-point move down here. So that's why I think that this area could present some problems for the market at some point in the day. But that's just kind of like my overall major picture thesis. But either way, we got a lot of demand below us. So if there is extreme selling, I'd be looking for bounces in these areas. So that's what I got.
For shizzle. So in regards to the stocks, NVIDIA is continuing to sell off. So NVIDIA, there was a 4-hour demand zone. I literally just deleted it right here. But NVIDIA is leading this pack. You know, where I remember, NVIDIA was at $500 and some dollars, and I was like, some poor soul is buying that shit all the way up there at 500. I was like, little does he know, it's about to come down 30, 40 bucks. Like the NVIDIA is not a $500 stock yet to hold, right? Like it's not there yet, and it needs to have a cool off first. So just remember, if you're a stock buying person, right? Like if you invest in stocks, just remember, if the media is talking about the stock, don't buy it. It's kind of like crypto. I used to run a channel called The Crypto Shop, right? By the time everybody in their mama is talking about it, you should probably not start a position at that moment. Like just wait till it cools off. If it's good enough and it'll last the test of time, you'll always get a better position, right? There's always a better position. But Apple just is kind of reiterating what we're talking about, holding in between the previous day high and the previous day low. And then Microsoft is the other big one that I like to kind of cover. But you can see Google and Amazon are at supply. Google's just keeps selling off. I don't know what the hell is going on over there at Google. But again, this was the last leg to drop, in my opinion. You can see we got that aggressive rally at the end of the day yesterday. I don't know what the hell that was about. Whatever. I don't know. I don't care. All I know is today should be fairly interesting in regards to catalysts. It might be a little bit of a choppy day, so I'm going to be a little bit more patient on my entries, on my exits. I have a plan. I'm waiting to execute that plan. Oh, and the last thing to note is the VIX still hasn't fucking moved. I don't know what's going on with the VIX. It's freaking weird, right? Like, I'm going to keep saying it. It's weird that the VIX literally has moved not even a full point. Like, it's just, the high of yesterday was 14.14 and the low of last night was 13.6. But the markets moved 400 points in both directions. So it's weird. I think it's weird. I don't know. Somebody said something about some SPX stuff and calls and options. I don't know. I've just never seen this. I've never seen the VIX consolidate sideways while the market's giving so much movement, right? Like it moves aggressively when the market sells. I mean, when the market pushes up, but when the market sells off, like it's like somehow they're controlling the VIX, and it's just not moving, and it's a little weird. But it is in double bottom territory on the 4-hour. I will say that, right? So maybe this was just straight up consolidation, getting ready to absolutely rip. We got the dollar starting to push into 103.748. It's another supply zone, but again, that's a higher high than we were last night, right? Than we had in yesterday, right? Like silently, the market is giving signals that it wants to reverse, right? Like as far as area goes, right? Like as far as what we're seeing, we're putting in lower highs, putting in lower lows on the higher time frames, right? And the big indicators like the VIX, the dollar, and the bonds are starting to slowly push up, right? And that's a sign that the market could be ready to reverse. So when you're looking for a reversal, you got to start looking at other indicators. And the one thing that's getting me is if the VIX doesn't break this low and it actually gets this bounce at this 4-hour zone, stand the fuck by, because the VIX has been down here for a very long time. So if you think about it, it's the fear and greed index. So if it's trading sideways at a low, one of two things are happening, right? It's either somebody's preparing to push the market really, really high, right? Or the latter, which is somebody's getting ready to dump the hell out of this market because they're loading in an aggressive sell side position. Either way it go, the longer something consolidates and just sits there and rumbles, the bigger the move will be to the up or downside. And you can book that shit. I don't know which way. I'm betting on the bear side because we've been sitting in demand for a very long time. I don't know which way it's going to go, but I can bet you this. Whenever the VIX breaks out of this, it's going to be catastrophic, like in one way or the other. So those are my thoughts. I don't know what your thoughts are on that, Jay.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been watching the VIX, but the VIX has been just like stuck. So I don't know what's gonna happen when the VIX decides to move. Then the rest of the market will probably go. Actually, you know what? The VIX is probably gonna move today because I assume the closer we get to Powell speaking, the more we'll see the VIX start to shoot up, just because the volatility is gonna be moving up. So that doesn't mean that necessarily like the market's gonna be moving down, but the VIX is gonna be moving up because it's going to expect the volatility. So I would just say on days like today, if you're using the VIX, just be a little bit more careful, knowing that we have a big news catalyst coming, that the VIX might not be cooperating with the market as much as you would like it to, just because of the fact that Powell's speaking. Also, the market could be getting ready to sell off just because of the fact that Powell's speaking, and a lot of people want to cover their positions before he speaks because nobody knows what the fuck he's about to say. And it's really random on the calendar that he's speaking on a Friday. Matter of fact, is there what's the notes on here?
Matter of fact,
he's talking about navigating pathways to economic mobility at Spelman College. What up, Jonah? Yeah, so I don't know. It's not only is he speaking at 11, but then he's speaking at 2 at Spelman in a round table. So
it's the same college. He's just speaking at the forum, and then they're going to the round table, I guess, after they eat or some shit. I don't know.
Isn't Spelman and no, Spelman's not an all-female college, right?
No, it's an all-black college.
I know it's a HBCU, but I don't know why I thought Spelman at one point was off. Either way, the man is speaking, and whenever he's speaking, it's never a good thing for the market, or it's a very great thing for the market. Who knows what's gonna happen? We'll try to find the speech, and then the one thing I will say is whenever Powell's not speaking at FOMC, his audio is always fucking trash. So I guarantee his audio probably gonna be trash again today.
Will not let that man off the hook for that audio, bro. He'd be like, "This is the one. This is the important shit y'all need to know. The trash is gonna be the audio is gonna be trash."
Bro, the last 2 times he hasn't spoken at an FOMC podium, the audio has been absolutely trashed, and you can't even understand what he's saying. And
to be so bad.
Wait. Listen.
I can almost guarantee that there's gonna be a protester there. It's gonna be like, shut the fucking door. Why didn't they make a fucking meme coin out of that? They should have been a shut the fucking door meme coin instead of a fucking
bro. We not in crypto. It's probably already done. Yeah, it's probably already happened.
You facts. You probably right.
They made a go fuck yourself coin, like because of
that's
Elon.
because of Elon though. And
all right, let's jump into this chat, man. Let's say good morning to the people. We got Micaiah 55. What's going on, brother? King LA Tour says, morning, everyone. Hustle for life was good. He says, I see the waves. I had to drop the top. LOL. It's all good, brother. It's all good, man. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I gotta bring them out when I get a fresh fade. I don't get fresh fades but once a month now. So
look at
expensive.
Look at
Bud Yeti said, what's good?
16,000 on your chart.
You talking to me?
Yeah, you.
You can't wait till I get done with the comments.
Well, you got a lot of comments to get through, so I
didn't even hear what you said because I was literally reading the comments. What do you want me to do? Pull up 16,000 on my chart?
Yeah, or just put a line there.
Why do you want me to put a line? Can you just tell me why? Like without,
because that's where we rejected overnight.
You do this thing where you speaking. Instead of just telling me.
No, I'm not getting cryptic. I'm just saying, you're gonna want to pay attention to that area today. 16,000.
You gonna tell me why, Jay? Can you just tell me why?
I just said because it rejected overnight. You at the high of the overnight.
I know that. I don't need to put a line there. I can see it.
That's fine. I was just letting you know. All
right, I'll put a line there because my dog told me to put a line there. Anything else? Anything else you want to get out before I go through the comment?
You're ugly. All right, let's go.
You good? All right. My man, but Yeti says, "What's good?" You got something else, Jay?
I said I feel a lot better.
Okay, sweet. I'm gonna go read the comments now. Okay. All right. But Yeti said, "What's good, man? What's going on, brother?" He said, "Who is this? Zeno Psycho." That's a very interesting name, brother. But he said, "I just found y'all appreciating the value." Let me go ahead and drop one of them bombs. Every time we get a new member, you know what I'm saying, new subscriber, we appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all have been killing the sub count and killing the information out there on Twitter. Please go follow us on Twitter, retweet everything. If you're getting value out of this, let everybody know. I think this week, what do you say, Jay? Like maybe almost 100 subs this week?
Yeah, I think it's like 80 something.
Yeah, like 80, almost 100 subs this week. So thank you guys so much for the love. We appreciate you guys, and we're growing every single day. I mean, for Micaiah and some of the guys, Tay2 certified, obviously the Discord members, like some of you guys that have been in here since day one, Mad Moxie, shout out to the ladies. Some of you guys have been in here from day one, and y'all remember it was just like 5-6 people in here. So now, before we even start, we got 20 people. So that's awesome, man. That's growth. So Micaiah says, I think we're going down again, but already made my money for the day playing very, very lightly. Yeah, yeah. You know, I don't want to talk about my morning. I'll tell you guys about it later. I didn't do anything horrible.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. My morning, my pre-market was, let's just say I'm back to where I started, but I was in a better position. No. I'm back to where I started the day yesterday. Dude, let me clarify. My accounts are Gucci. My payout will be fine. I'm good. I'm still over 55,000. I'm still good. Like there's nothing changed. I just was much higher this morning. Let's just say that. All right. Good morning, Tay2 certified. Yeah, no problem. I ain't even worried about it. Like I ain't worried about it at all. COD, I think I got like a roadblock to 6,000. Like every time I get over 56,000, I give it right back. I'm like, yo, this feels like the market. Like every time I hit this resistance, I just keep coming back. I'm like, fuck. What? At some point, I'm gonna break out and go straight to like, 60K or something like that. I don't know. That's the way I'm looking at it. CODM Crypto, what is going on, brother? One of the guys that used to watch us over at the crypto shop. CODM Crypto says, what up, guys? What's going on, brother? What's going on, Twice? One of the Discord members. Appreciate you, brother. Great to hear your voice in the X space the other day, Hobbs. Yeah, I stop by every now and again, man. I appreciate you showing love to me, man, and letting people know like you watch the show still, just because you love the value in the education, man. So I appreciate you just like you appreciate me. He's canceling Christmas. Just kidding. Yeah, we'll see. We got GFY 2.0 now too. Oh, is it a go fuck yourself 2.0? boy. DJing community, do not quit. Shout out to the ladies in the morning. Good morning, Mad Moxie. Dropping one of the bombs for the ladies in the morning. CODM says, I get all the volume from Hobbs and Jay. Oh, volume. I hate you. I hate you so much. Micaiah says, lots of insider sales earlier last week, and they were very large sales. I think this is about to fall hard. Over the next month, too, I can see a 1,500 point drop on NQ. Me too. And I think it's warranted. Like, I think we're well overdue for at least 1,000 points. I think we need to come all the way back down to the 14,000s. That's just my personal opinion. But market doesn't care what I think. But yeah. Good morning. Good pre-market discussion. Thanks. Hey, always Brent 007. Appreciate you for stopping by, good sir. What's going on, Jayhawk? Appreciate you, man. Us Discord members want special emojis. All right, man. Y'all, we can't do emojis until we get over 1,000.
Nope. 500.
I think we got to get over 1,000 subs, and
it's
I don't know, Jay. Where are we at on our watch hours?
It's just 500.
Oh, is it just 500?
It's 500 subs and 3,000 watch hours. So as soon as we get 500 subs, we can start doing memberships and
okay, dope. Yeah, so
stuff like that.
Everybody, it's 20 people in here, so go get 10 people to sub. Each of y'all get 10 people, and then maybe we'll get to 500 subs by the weekend or something like that. We get 500 subs. I think we're at our watch hours already, right? Or close?
Yeah, we're almost at 4,000 watch hours. We're only
so we got our watch hours. That was simple because we live stream every day. And then we get over 500 subs and we'll get some cool emojis in here. And
it's funny because most people struggle with the watch hours, and I'm not saying we're struggling with the sub count, but it's just funny because most people get the subs and then they get the watch hours, but we're doing it in reverse.
Well, because most people don't live stream every day. Most people, when they start a YouTube channel, they just make videos. That's because it was easy for me to get the watch hours on the crypto shop too. All I did was just live stream all the damn time. I used
you also live stream yourself over by deleting like all your live streams off of YouTube. Remember that?
Damn, you just love to point out the negative shit I do, don't you? Boy, you like a professional at that shit. Damn.
I just was saying
nothing that I did bad. He like, you also fuck this up royally. God damn.
I remember that. You was hurt. You was like, motherfucker.
I'm sure you do. It was negative. So he like, yeah. Well, what you really need to remember is this part. Remember that shit? Didn't it hurt? It hurt, didn't it?
Yeah, it definitely hurt. Definitely hurt. Definitely hurt.
Like, yeah, what about this here? Oh shit, we got Valdez in the building. Where you been, brother? Good morning, brother. How you doing? He says, good morning, fellas. We need a blue cheese wings subathon to boost the sub count, bro. I'm telling you, man. If somebody come in here and tell me blue cheese is better than ranch on chicken wings, we fight. And I'm banning you. So don't even say it. Don't even say it. You're getting banned.
Blue cheese is better than ranch.
Oh my god.
Actually, I don't like either one. So
wait. Jonah, you a blue cheese cat? I knew I ain't like your ass. I knew I'm about to delete your number out of my fucking account. I'm about to delete this motherfucker.
Damn.
I got his personal number. Delete my number, Jonah. Don't call me no more.
Jayhawk said that's a fact. Blue cheese.
That's a fact, blue cheese. Bro, y'all tripping. Y'all are tripping. Bro, Justin, run the
Clan Emperor.
Right,
I've never had blue cheese. I don't like blue cheese. This gross. Blue cheese is nasty.
Look. Wait.
I don't.
Market's open, people. Market's open. We running this poll though.
I'll start the poll. The market's already dumping.
Oh yeah, let it. Wait a minute. Hold on. I remember this moment yesterday. I was like, man, let it dump. I'll wait for it to come back. I went back and watched the stream. I was like, you could have fucking sold the market right there. Whoa. The worst thing in the world is going back and watching yourself trade live. Like, that is the worst, bro. He's just like, bro, hit the button right there. Hit the button. Hobbs, hit the button.
There's your poll. It's there.
And then I say some dumb shit like, nah, this ain't for me. This ain't what I'm looking for. All right, let me go here so I can vote real quick.
Yeah, in this case, this shit ain't for me.
Oh, let me turn
Not shit.
Disconnected.
Bluetooth disconnected.
All right. blue cheese or ranch, people. Y'all get on there and vote. All my ranch folks, stand up, bro. Stand up.
Well,
Ranch,
right now it's
100% right now. Let's go.
ranch. So
100% because it's ranch, bro. Shut
I
up.
don't like
wanna hear
ranch or
nothing.
blue
I don't even
cheese.
want to talk.
I should have put an extra that said neither, and then I should have put hot sauce too.
I ain't even talking to Tony no more.
Hot sauce. Hot sauce is great on fucking wings.
Do not do an ASMR video. I promise. If blue cheese wins this poll, I'm doing a ASMR video on our channel of me eating chicken wings with ranch.
No, you're not. No,
and I'm just gonna be talking like this.
No, he's not.
What y'all need to do.
I will not post that video on this channel, so you don't got to worry about that. That's not gonna happen.
Eat chicken wings with ranch.
No,
that's all the video is gonna say. Look at it, ranch, 67%. Let's go, Justin. Stop cheating.
I'm not cheating. I don't know.
Bro, he be having burner accounts, bro. Like he quiet. You know, he be on some op shit, bro. He be like, yeah.
I have no skin in this game. I don't like ranch or blue cheese. So.
Yeah, we know. You don't do condiments whatsoever.
Yeah, that sounds amazing, but not
so
on.
You get out of barbecue sauce in his face. All right, we're flushing out here. Just kind of like how we talked about this morning. All right, so we tried to push back up into that value area low and got rejected. Apple tried to push into the previous day high, also got rejected. Lower high got put in on Microsoft as well as Nvidia and Meta. So definitely looking for an aggressive sell-off today as people start to position themselves. I'm just gonna let this first few minutes do what it do. I'll probably kick myself in the ass when I hear myself say that when I watch it back, but I'm gonna let it do what it do, and then I'm gonna look to trade it at areas that I deem important. So.
Like, I'm right there with you. I'm like, man, it'd be so nice to just take this shit short, but it's against my rules. Even though it only works when you know it works, I guess. I am not the only ranch folks, bro. It's 9 votes and 67% say ranch. So chill out. I won't be here, baby. You get ASMR treatment right at the house. You get front row seat. I'm not
sweet chili eat is the best.
It doesn't matter.
You know, actually Thai curry at Buffalo Wild Wings. I actually got that sauce in the crib. That shit fired. Look to the barber chat is red. just such a basic bitch. My wife called you a basic bitch.
I'm a basic bitch.
He is. He basic as hell.
Look, I tried blue cheese and I did not like it. It does not. I don't like blue cheese.
Justin, do you like barbecue sauce?
Yes. I'll eat, barbecue sauce and.
What you mean is rigged? Oh, you can't vote. You can't vote, Jr. Shit, Blake.
Oh, that's not my fucking fault.
That's not our fault, man. That's your phone, bro. We blocked J. We blocked Jayhawk from the chat from the vote. Yeah, Jayhawk guys can't vote. Damn, what a sell-off! Straight down to 861. 861 is that next level of demand here. For me, I'm not looking for a bounce, not when we're coming down this aggressively. I'm more so looking for, if we do bounce, I'm looking to play the shorts on the way back up, right? Like, I would love to see buyers step in the market and then push the market back up so I can get an opportunity to short the market from the previous day low. If not, then I'll just let this kind of flush out. I'll wait for the consolidation. When the price kind of slows down, I'll wait for that consolidation to show itself. And I'll look to short out of that consolidation because ES still hasn't started selling off yet. Yeah, it's selling off, but it's not selling off as egregiously right now.
The VIX hasn't fucking moved. Look at the VIX.
Nope, not at all. I'm telling you, man, something's weird going on, bro. It's weird.
Yeah, that is true. ES is literally in this 5-minute candle has moved fucking a point.
Yeah.
Like, hold up.
Like, ES hasn't moved, so
NQ to move 40.
ES hasn't fucking moved. I'm watching ES. I'm like, something doesn't look like the other one. Like, the 5-minute chart on NQ looks like the 1-minute chart. ES is barely fucking moving.
Yeah, NQ is down almost a whole percentage, half a percentage point and 100 points on the day. And ES is only down 12 points and like 0.26. So something's not right.
It's Nvidia, bro. It's Nvidia. Nvidia, Meta, and I think the banks is what's holding ES together. Like, the banks must be doing well. The bank sector must be doing well. But Google, all of the tech sector is getting raped right now, and that's basically all of NQ. So if they don't do well, NQ gets sick. So that's what's happening.
We're in 30-minute demand for Microsoft right now, and Nvidia is starting to kind of get a bounce. So we'll see.
Like I said, I have a plan in my brain, and I'm gonna be patient. Stocked another 200. Let's go, Micaiah. Neither hot sauce on chicken wings, bro. You put hot sauce on buffalo wings. You one of them dudes. it literally is cooked in hot sauce, and you like, yeah, let me get that hot sauce, bro. It's like, bro, it's hot wings.
Oh, you're not talking about like naked wings. You're not talking about those. You're talking about
unless he talking about just plain ass wings. Support here 875 for now. Yeah, bulls are definitely stepping in, and you can see over there on ES the volume area low never really broke. NQ broke its volume area low pretty aggressively. I'm looking to see if 920 holds for Bears, and if 920 holds, I'll look to take shorts at 920 up in that area. Proper confirmation there.
You're trying to play the 5-minute demand zone.
Yeah, like the drop that we just had. Yeah.
This buy is looking short.
May not come up that high though.
Yeah, so this buying is looking short-lived.
Yeah, this shit look deadly, bro.
Oh my god.
You know what? Look at the 15-second though. Let's see. I'm gonna take a stab at this. If we come and get this liquidity sweep up here real quick, I'm gonna take a stab short. If we sweep this liquidity and we fail. Back up. Music hitting today, baby.
Yeah. Let me go to. Let's see. I'm also
not there yet.
My eye on Topstep TV for this reset code.
Oh my gosh.
Gotta keep my eye on it, man. I need that. I need that free reset. Garlic parmesan wings with blue cheese is the only way. Gross.
Woo! Oh, that's a lot of creamy shit you got going on right there. You got a lot of creaminess going on right there.
Pause.
Yeah, I think we're about to push out of this area. You see this inverse head and shoulders? We're trying to push. I want to see us push back into this little gray box. I want to see a nice aggressive liquidity sweep. Give these sellers a chance to defend. So,
yeah, coming back up pretty aggressive. It's pretty aggressive buying right there.
That's what I want.
Get met with some aggressive ass selling. Box right here. Oops. Just tap that 5-minute, and we're tapping fucking whatchamacall. Value area lows being tapped right now. We also have a potential CVD divergence as well up here in this zone. There's a very, very strong amount of buying that came in. Let's see if they can get these those early sellers underwater. The pocket just shifted down, so that's another area of like fucking resistance. Hobbs is quiet, which means he's trying to look for an entry. This is his area. Whew. Where? At the top here? Yeah. I mean, you're up 9 points right now. Might push. Yeah, this is just an area where the market could potentially reject, so just be careful. The market's starting to push back up aggressively. Oh, my stomach.
Did you cut it? Did you cut your position? Yeah, I'm looking at potentially getting a position here. I'm not liking all the and we're getting out of this market right now. So
yeah, there's a lot of buying.
The area looks good, but I haven't gotten the confirmation yet, so I'm just kind of waiting. The buying is super aggressive down here, and they're just cooking shorts up here.
Yeah, we're heading
everybody that got short on that push down. So now we're heading to VWAP. So
yep, we're heading to VWAP, and Bookmap's VWAP bounced the market nicely. Last minute on this candle. We got 15 minutes till ISM data, and then another hour till Powell speaks, I believe. Yeah. Are you on Hobbs's stream? That's why it's echoing. Because you're hearing me through Hobbs' screen and you're hearing me through Discord. That's why there's an echo.
He said, all right.
J. George says, morning, fellas. Question for Hobbs. When you make 12K and a 50K combine, how much did you need to make? I made the same, and Topstep wants me to make another 21K.
Yeah, because you made way too much. So I've never made 12K in a combine account, but I did it, but I was on take profit. I ended up blowing that account. Well, I ended up just letting it go because I just decided I didn't want to be funded through take profit because they just had too many rules that I didn't like. Hindsight being 2020, I probably should have just stayed. But yeah, once you break that 40% rule, like you're in bad shape, man. Bad shape. It gets really, really, really bad from there.
I think another one of our Discord members also did the same thing. He made like way too much on a Topstep account, and he just decided to just get rid of it.
It's just not even worth it because you basically got to have another day where you make $12,000 basically.
You got to have more than that. You got to make another 21K.
But you know
got to have
saying.
like 2
I'm
days.
I'm not trying to be exactly accurate. I'm just saying like that. That's basically what it boils down to. You got to even it out.
Yeah.
the CVD is just continuing to push the other direction. So I like this area for shorts, but there we go. That was impressive.
Yeah, it looks like we're trying to reject VWAP. Potentially create a lower high here. We went back up and tested the previous highs.
All right, I'm short right there. Let me see what happens.
Yeah. Tang Clan Emperor says, I had to make another 40K on that account after that day. Jesus.
That's
yeah,
fucking nuts, man.
I feel like in those situations, they should just be like, you know what? You traded really well today. We're just going to put you in a live account. Fuck it.
Nah, that's exactly what they want, because then they get to keep you. They get to keep you even longer.
No, that's
they get
true.
to keep you even longer.
That's true.
Because now
you're
gonna take twice as long to make $20,000-$30,000. Like, you're gonna take forever to get that bread back. So like, they're like, yeah, keep doing that. Or even worse, or even better, you realize, you know what? I ain't gonna be able to get this. Let me just open up a new account. Like, yeah, this buying ain't stopping. They might come get my ass quick. I like the aggressive shift by the Bulls, by the Bears there, but Bulls are kind of eating that shit back up. Let's see if they hold it though.
Yeah, at the top we had a lack of buying, and then we just tried again to buy, and we
trapped a bunch of Bulls up there, but I'm just hoping we don't get a sweep back up just to knock me out. But I got my stop at the highs up here, so let's see what happens. Fucking VIX just do not want to move at all.
Well, market is kind of trying to decide here. Let's take a look at these stocks. Apple's pushing up currently. Nvidia is losing its mind, and Microsoft is currently in demand and kind of just staying there. Amazon's also moving up as well. So definitely want to see these things start to come down and break.
Yeah, Google's slamming down to the floor, but yeah, you definitely want to see Apple reject this or put this lower high in here on a 15-minute. Either way it go, I'm properly risked. I'm in a good trade, I think. Just got to see if sellers want to push this thing down here. If they don't, we'll get out for a 10-point loss. I think the market wants to come down here. Especially if we can finish this 5-minute candle pretty bearish. Got 20 seconds left on this candle. Looks like we want to come down. Come on down, bitch. We're right at Monday's low here. That's the reason why I took the trade. Like, we came back up for the retest of Monday's low at 938. We popped our head above it, and we found sellers right away. So let's see if they're strong enough to get it back down. ES is not looking bearish whatsoever. ES look like it wants to push above VWAP. So that doesn't give me warm and fuzzies at all. But I'm just playing the price action off what I see here. I'm going to go to break even because we're a little jumpy. But I think we got a body. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm short 3-3. Just looking for a push back down to 861.
And there it goes. Yeah, that was a pretty big, pretty high volume candle to the downside.
gonna take one contract off right there. Last one set the break even. Keep a runner. See what happens.
Well, that's the beautiful thing about being above your trailing threshold.
All right, we're up on a day. I'm just gonna leave this runner, see what happens. I think we're gonna make a pretty dynamic move here, but ES just hasn't started to agree yet. So if we get knocked out for break even, I'll look to re-enter with my full position again. If we put in a lower high here, but this looks like a higher low being put in on the 1 minute, so we might get knocked out of this, and ES is aggressively pushing up. So I don't know. I'm focused on my trade right now.
Microsoft is kind of getting, it's kind of finding support, but I think we could break below. Nvidia's going, Apple's going, Amazon's rejecting though, so maybe we put, like Hop was saying, we put in a lower high on Apple. Nvidia looked like it's struggling. Yeah, actually, this is looking not bad at all to come back to the downside. It's just kind of struggling up here, but that was a failed attempt to go higher right there. So see if this continues.
Yeah, my entry's at 3.3. We came within a tick of my fucking entry and then flush. So I'm hoping we could hold below this low, come down. I don't know. I don't care either way. Like, I think that's, like you said, that's the beauty of being above that threshold, to be able to put those runners on and just leave them. So if this comes back and stops me out, there's no harm, no foul. But if it goes where I think it's gonna go, I think we're gonna break that demand zone down there and come on down to 791 and maybe even further. And I'm definitely down to take that ride. Target is 861, but if we get aggressively selly, then I'll target 833 for the 100-point move. So see what happens. But again, ES looks aggressive right here, like aggressive. Just doesn't make me feel happy. Looks like we might sweep and take my stop out, but we keep putting in lower highs on the smaller time frame. So I don't know. We just can't break the lows. That's the only thing on the 15-second. Every time we put in a lower high, we're unable to put in that lower low. So, and the buy-in is continuing. Pop me out at 33 here. See if we get stopped out, or do we sell?
Yo,
fucking
we're
ES.
struggling at the pod.
Yeah, we're about to push out of this. I think we're about to push out of this. Oh, one tick away. Come on, just do it. Damn. All right, I'm stopped out right there. Jeez. Man, this market on some other shit right now, which is cool with me. Like, I'm good with it. Like, I was willing to see that trade through. And like I said, if we get motherfucker. Motherfucker. I knew that shit was gonna happen. I was like, watch this shit come right to my fucking stop and drop. Come on, bro.
He said you out. I'm in.
You out? You out? I'm just making sure. All right, I'm in. Man. Yeah, it's time to get short now. Like I think these sellers just gave it back up. I mean, these buyers just gave it back up. I just think the market's playing with its food here.
Well, it's
I damn near want to
minutes
just
till
short it on.
news.
I damn near want to just short it on ES because NQ's just fucking around right now because ES hasn't really moved at all. If I got short right now on ES, I probably only got to risk a couple points. But I'm a chill. I think it's still a good area to get short. I just think that the market's kind of playing with its food right now. And
ISM.
it's manufacturing PSI, like PMI. So it's like final PMIs, like it's like the final ticket. Right. So yeah, I don't know which way we go, but I'm gonna stay out of the market until that shit drops.
Yeah, ISM manufacturing data.
Oh, they definitely care about this news. There's a 100% chance this market is going to make a move at the drop of in about 3 minutes.
They care about both.
Yeah, I think they care about both, but the only thing they care about is his speech is whether or not he's going to say anything bad. You know,
they probably already have his speech too. They're probably going to release his speech because it's probably already scripted. It's that Q&A that's probably going to make the market go crazy. And matter of fact, no, well, I'm not gonna. I don't know.
Bro, the market looks like it wants to sell off. Like, no doubt about it. We just see somebody loading into aggressive sell position, but the VIX still isn't moving. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. Somebody make it make sense. Somebody make it make sense. All right, let me check on chat, man. While I'm not in these trades. All right, damn, there's a lot of chats right now. Whew. Okay. Saporia 885, call that exact pop. Let's go. Garlic Parmesan wings. Your wife is weird. If it go, it go. I'm gonna get stopped out. Yeah. Possible short at 915, but I like to see a 9 EMA retest and fall. I don't know. I think we drop here. That's just my personal opinion. I think the retest of 938, Monday's low. Yeah, I like shorts here. Jay George says, when you made, okay, I think you answered that one. Got a sale limit at 922. He's quiet because he's looking at the Wild Wings menu. Yeah, I had to make 40K on that account after that day. Jeez. Oh, we only got 2 more minutes. Oh, shit. 1 minute and 11 seconds left. So I added to the position on the way up and sold some runners. Yeah, I wish I would have got a better position. I wish I would have got in at the 40s and then I could have held my runner. But we only tapped the 40s for like 1 second. But the tape is clearing up. Looks like we're about to push straight down.
Oh, that was
I told you it's the news. I just, in the last couple of days, need to make that. Yeah, open up a new account as well. But need confirmation. Okay. Got runners at 35. Oh, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird. That news drops in 35 seconds, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and the tape has cleared up. So,
yep.
We might just dump though, honestly, since that sweeper came in and swept the market. Are you in short right now? Oh. I mean,
He
if
said,
he was
nah,
closer to the high, be straight. We probably are about to dump here, though, but I don't know. Oh, well, I was wrong.
We gotta pop up first, sweep the liquidity, and then look at that shit. Right where I got in, bro. Right where I got in.
Wow.
I'm
I'm not touching this shit. I'll let this volatility
no,
clear.
Hell no.
Now the shorts are looking good though. There's a lot of buying going on right now, and it's not being rewarded.
That's why I said just get out your position, because there's nothing you can do to win in that situation. They're gonna, yeah. I was about to say they're gonna sweep the highs, take out all that liquidity, and then they're gonna sweep the lows. So, and then the real move comes after the volatility. So
here it is. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Nope. Don't. Yeah, bro. Don't fuck it up, bro. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it, bro. Like, hands in the pockets, bro. Hands in the pockets. This is take your lunch money. I'm glad I got out my trade. I'm glad I made my money. Like, this shit right here is just like, it's like play with your territory. I'm not even trying. Yeah, and ES is pushing. ES is pushing. And they just basically trapping shorts down here. So, and now they're buying the hell out of this shit. The market been bearish all morning. Look at this shit. And now here comes the rip. And there goes the VIX straight to the floor. 1366 on the VIX. Jeez. They in this bitch. They said we go. Wow. The VIX went straight to the fucking floor. That's impressive. Let me look at the Damn, VIX. There go my calls. This shit.
We are pumping.
Oh my God. The dollar just went straight to the floor. Yeah, we're out of here. Yeah, all that bearish talk, that shit just went out the window. God damn. Bro, look at the fucking rip out of this shit. Low-key, all we did was...
forget about it.
Forget about what?
The Topstep reset.
All we did was put in oh my God. All we did was put in an inverse head and shoulders on the fucking 5 minute. That's all we did, low-key. If you look at it, that's all the fuck we did.
Damn, that's a fucking rejection. That was a hellified rejection.
Yo, this market plan, bro.
Nah, it's not out yet. They haven't put it out yet, I don't think.
Oh, look at these bears. Whoa.
Came back with a vengeance.
Nope. Hobbs will not be fucking with this shit today. Not right now. Like, what the fuck? Volume area high smacked at 864 and rejected. Oh, people are blowing accounts. Topstep, send this shit. Motherfuckers is getting cooked today, bro. Guaranteed. These reverse, I'm not touching this shit. No way, no how. Yeah, no way, no how.
You got in the long.
Makai got in the shorts. Makai got in the shorts at 958. Yo, just look at ES's candle, bro. Like, ES is losing its mother-loving mind right now.
It's probably that
ES has lost its mind right now.
That might have been a bull trap or a bear trap.
It was definitely a bear trap, and that's why I was saying, I was like, man, let me cut this shit right here because we're not falling, and we should be falling. And if we're not gonna fall, I need to get out. And lo and behold, this shit gone.
Ooh.
Bro, ES low-key the play today, bro. Again, 2 days in a row. Yeah, ES is not fucking around right now, bro. ES is up damn near 20 points. This candle is a... What is this?
Oh fuck! This shit coming down.
This shit that shit come right
back
down.
Oh my God! That shit came right back down. Jesus Christ!
Yeah, they own some other shit, man. I'm hands off the wheel until I can figure this shit out. Cause like I don't. I feel like we're dancing between the volume area low and the volume area high, trying to take liquidity on NQ. On ES, ES took off, got above the volume area high, and now rejecting it and coming back down to retest it. NQ is just playing games right now. Like, ES is telling the true story, which is go time.
Yeah, it's just volatile. It's very volatile right now.
Extremely volatile. There's no clear read right now, in my opinion.
The fire drill link is currently...
ES was very clear.
The fire drill link is out. I'm going to put this on here for everybody. If you're trading Topstep, they just put out the fire drill link. I'm putting it on YouTube. I'll put it in Discord too. But they just put out the link for the reset. I just pinned it to the top of the chat, and then I'll put it on Discord for everybody too. All right. Yeah, it should auto-populate.
This market is dropping. Microsoft is going night-night right now. Yo, what a fucking liquidity sweep.
Like the market is playing games. There's no sustained move to the upside or the downside right now.
It is. Apple is okay, so let's just see something. Hold on. Apple is basically at its high, but not rejecting the high. Microsoft is pushing down to the low, but not going lower. The VIX is coming down like, bro, no. You ain't getting me, bro.
There's
I
a lot
work
of
too hard for this shit. Yeah, I work too hard for this shit. You ain't getting me. I'll just wait till we get some type of breakout. If we don't get no breakout, then this shit is irrelevant to me. Nah, I need to see the breakout confirmed. I can look on the chart and say, oh, okay, there was the breakout. Now I'll look to play the retest. Right now, it's just sideways trading, man. Like it looks like aggressive. See, like again, another double bottom at the lows down here. And then we're pushing. Yep. Bro, it's fucking with everybody food right now. Bro. Oh, I'm so thankful. I'm done trading. I'm not done trading, but I'm done trading until this kind of tampers off, because ES is still just eating up price. Take a break and come back. I need to get some work done. All right, brother. Take it easy.
Let's see here. About equal highs. That's a potential lower high being put into the market again. But I don't know if there's gonna be any follow through. Really, this 5-minute candle,
bro, I'm not even.
It's looking more bullish than bearish.
I'm not even thinking about this shit right now. This market has done absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of things. In the grand scheme, we've gone nowhere. That's the answer. Like if you just blow up the chart, like you could be scalping this shit, but this shit is moving so fast that even your scalps, even if you understand like the market structure, there is no market structure in this. Right, like there is market structure, but it's happening like in warp speed. So it's like, well, how do you confirm that? Well, the way I confirm it, I don't give a shit what anybody else is doing. The way I'm confirming it, I'm not trading it. Right, like what I thought was, okay, we come up here, we had this aggressive candle that broke structure. We come back up here, we drop, come back down, and then drop to lower prices, which I think is what still is happening. But in order for the market to drop, it has to steal buy-side liquidity. And the more it sweeps these highs for getting people bullish, the more it's going to take buy-side liquidity and be able to flush, right? So if we look at this on a lower time frame, that's exactly what it's doing, in my opinion. Because on a lower time frame, we just put in another lower high, right? Another high. Then we came in, put a lower high in, and then now we should be getting ready to drop. But the market's not playing out like that. It's aggressively pushing because ultimately this is the low point right here. So until this low is broken, this market is going to play with its food up here. I think this is the short. I don't know what ES is doing. Let me see. My computer is like super laggy right now. I think I'm frozen. Oh, there I am. All right.
It's too volatile.
Now ES is actually selling off. What you say?
So this is too volatile for my blood.
Yeah, no, it's way too volatile for me. Like ES is trying to sell off, but then pushing back up. Again, we're in an uptrend, right? On the lower time frame, if you look at the 1 minute, the trend is up, right? We got a lower high put in, or higher, or a low put in, swing low, and then another or higher low, equal lows, and now another higher low trying to be put in. We're not gonna miss anything, guys. Like at the end of the day, if you just wait, the market will show itself. So I'm just gonna wait. Like there's just no point in me trading this, in my opinion, when the market really isn't doing anything that gives me an edge. I like to trade with an edge. My edge presented itself. I took the trade. I got a little bit of profit, and then the market reversed because of the news was like a little crazy. So now the question is, what is the market trying to do? And I can't predict what the market's going to do outside of this, because every prediction that I've made so far, the market's done the opposite. So I'm just going to wait. Just going to wait.
Yeah, looks like we're about to push these highs again. This has been nuts.
Yeah, every time we try to push out, we just get rejected. So
yeah,
market could be looking to trade sideways until the meeting. This is why I said, like, I'm chilling today. A lot of buying down here at these at the POC.
Let's see if we reverse back down here. Yeah. Nope.
ES is starting to sell off up here. Let's see if NQ kind of follows suit. When I say sell off, I mean it looks like it might break the lows. It hasn't officially sold off anything.
And it closed below the low. There it goes. I saw it. Yeah. It's interesting.
Oh,
I
mean, I think it's ugly as shit. I think the truck itself is ugly as shit. I would not be buying that shit, but hey, to each his own, I guess. See? Yeah, the 5 minute, that shit is sideways trading. That's what it is. I think we're falling. I think we had a rising wedge somewhat on the 1 minute put in. I think if we break these lows down here, I'll be interested. But lately, every time we try to sell off and we try to break the lows, we come right back up. And I think it's because ES is above VWAP and hasn't got back on the other side of VWAP. NQ never broke above VWAP.
It's about to tumble. But shit, here it comes back up. Yeah.
I don't know.
Damn, these fucking buyers.
Right back at the volume area low. These buyers pop right back in.
Let's see. This is actually really strong buying that's hidden the tape. So see if it fails. No, but what I'm hoping, and I might take this, use the Hobbs special, is if this becomes a rally base or a drop base drop. But it looks like this thing just wants to continue to sell off. Yep, there it is.
Oh shit! They get us every time. He said, "Yeah, that was a rising wedge." I see it now. But the question is, do we double bottom down here and find buyers? It's a fucking hot ass mess down here, bro.
Jesus.
I don't think this is about to be sideways. Not looking at ES. I think they figured out which. Look, I think they figured out which way they want to go. Yeah, ES is dropping, which means NQ's next.
NQ's already dropping. NQ's at the value area low, pushing down. Yeah, getting here. Getting here took a minute.
Yeah, I think the market's made its decision here. All right, I took a short up there at 929. I got out at 900. So nice little 30.1 mini win. I think I'm done with this shit today.
Malcolm Joseph said, "Hey guys,
we were just looking really silly on."
Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
What'd you say?
Explain.
Oh, I didn't know what you said. What did you say?
No, I was reading a comment, but I don't know what's going on with the stream today. It's like glitchy for me.
I think I'm like a little bit delayed because it's like I start talking and then I'll hear you say something about South Africa. I was like, what?
Oh yeah, because I was reading this comment, but go ahead.
It might be my computer, but I saw a lot of the chop up here and I saw that last rejection. I was watching it on my TraderVate screen on the 15-second. I wasn't quite sure if it would work out, so I kind of kept it in my own little tool house. But where the fuck? Oh, this is inverted. This has to be inverted, right? This has got to be inverted because we're coming down, not up. Yeah, this is inverted. Okay, sorry. So we had this high put in right here on the 15-second, and I was just watching these highs. And every time we came up to these highs, we would sweep them. And then the last time we came up was right here, right? So when we came up one more time on this candle right here, I saw the rejection and I got in at 2.9 right here on this candle. And then I just trailed because we were so choppy. I just trailed my stop the whole way down. So every time we set a new structure, I put my stop above that high and I ended up getting stopped out right when we broke this 900 level right here. Because it looks like we're reversing again on the 15-second. So one thing I was telling Justin I've been kind of working on is using my 5-minute strategy, but on smaller time frames, because NQ's been so choppy that it's not coming back to my 5-minute range, right? And then I end up just missing out on so many trade ideas on the day. So like what I've been doing to kind of adjust to the chop is I've been taking that 5-minute strategy where we make those drop, and ES is putting in, oh my goodness. Did you take the double bottom down there, Joe? I don't know if he took it, but okay. Yeah, so what I've been doing is I've been using that strategy but just on a lower time frame. So I can see those highs being put in sooner, see them get rejected sooner, and then just get in for a quick 10 or 20 points and get the fuck out. Because the market's in this chop, the market's not giving you an expansive move when we're at the lows. Instead, we're consolidating, and I want to take trades, but I want to take strategic trades inside of that consolidation. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of working on my own little strategy using not my own strategy. It's following market structure. That's what it's doing. But I'm using my strategy that I use on a higher time frame on a lower time frame. But because I'm on a lower time frame, I'm expecting a lot less out of the market. Be careful, very careful up here, because this is not. Never mind. I'll let you do you. Facts. But yeah, so that's kind of been my, like, again, we just did it again. See, I could have took that short right there, and I'm gonna show you. And I'm starting to feel like I know exactly what Dave is teaching now, right? I'm gonna show you guys exactly where I could have got short, and Justin probably sees it now too. But so this is the 15-second. Like my strategy is, I like to see aggressive selling with a structure, right? And let me blow this up on the 15-second, right? When I say structure, I mean like a drop-based drop or rally-based rally or something like that, right? So if you look on my 5-minute, I have to wait so long for price to come back, and price hasn't been coming back there. So what do I do? Do I just never trade, or do I adjust my strategy to fit the current market conditions? And that's kind of what I'm trying to do, is adjust my strategy to fit the current market conditions, so I don't have to go over to ES. I can just start trading in Q on a lower time frame. So what I look for right here, right, where we can just, we can call out price. I may not take any more trades. I may or may not take any more trades. I'm not going to rule it out. I'm just going to say right now I'm pretty good on the day, so I'm just going to kind of chill for now. And I'll just call out price right here. So if we look on this 15-second chart, right, we're clearly, this high right here is the higher low, right? I mean, this is the high that price is trying to get away from. Then we put in this lower high, right, and we put a box right here, right? If we just put a box right here, and again, I don't know if this is what Dave's teaches, so I don't want to come out here and say I know his strategy, because I honestly know what I learned from him, and I know that it fits like a glove to what I was already doing with supply and demand. It's just using his strategy on a lower time frame, or using supply and demand on a lower time frame, is an eye-opening experience. Like, you almost don't trust it because it looks that easy, right? So just bear with me here. This high was put in here, right? This high broke structure. Now, if you were looking at this on an hour time frame, what would you say about this, right? If this was the hour chart, you would say, hey, this looks like we're in a downtrend. Well, because time is fractal, right? Meaning time, no matter when it occurs at all time frames the same way, just faster, right? If we put in a lower high on the hour chart, the lower high was put in on the 15 or 5-second or 1-second chart a very long time ago, right? And it probably flipped multiple times before it appeared to be a lower high on the 1 hour, okay? So if we look at this, we broke structure down here, broke this low. That was the structure, okay? The next thing the market needs to do is come back up and retest this structure, okay? So the market breaks structure again, double bottoms down here, and then guess what? It's going to come back up and sweep these highs, and you can either get short here because of the liquidity sweep failure, right, which is a great short opportunity, or you can wait to get in on the lower high after the liquidity sweep. So this is considered a break and then a retest, right? And you can get in short here. Let's say you pass up on that idea. Because it's the 15-second chart, you're going to have multiple bites at the apple, right? So if you get in short at 941, you ride the market down until it looks like it wants to reverse, you just trail your stop. That's a 30-point move, right? Like, you're talking 30 points on NQ with 2 minis. You're talking almost what, like $2,400? What is it? 40 times? No, $1,200. Okay. So now you took that trade. That trade took you all of like 2 minutes, right? So now you wait for price to do the same thing. It drops, breaks the low again. Now you expect a retest of the high. We get a retest of the high, you get in at 918. You set your stop. Because you're on the 15-second, your stop is 3 points. Now you get in, you expect another break of structure. Now you're at 879, and you know from a higher standpoint, you know that this 4-hour demand is here, so you can either hold or you can get the fuck out. And then you're watching the tape, so you know what price is doing, right? Guys, when I tell you this shit unlocked a whole different animal in me, I'm telling you that if you don't know how to trade on lower time frames, you better start figuring it out, because it's about to be a game changer for me. Because what I just did was instead of skipping out on this entire move because it didn't hit my 5-minute strategy, I started basically scalping the market for 30 points and trailing my stop. If it kicks me out, so what? It's going to be another opportunity, right? Because if the market continues trend and I'm watching it on a lower time frame, all I need to do is wait for price to come back up here, right? We just broke structure, right? So now you expect price to come back up here and retest 900. If it doesn't and it wants to break structure again, then you expect for price to come at some point. It's going to retest the highs. It always does, right? If it breaks this structure, then it's going to retest this high. It just broke this structure, so now it needs to retest this high, right? So now you look and you wait for price to come up here to 897 through roughly about, I don't know, 903, right? And we see what happens from there. All my entries are always on the 15-second. Yeah, Micaiah, but a lot of you are good. I know you know how to do this, right? But I'm talking to the people that may not know, right? Like that may not have seen this before, right? Like I get it. Like I didn't trust it for a long time. And then now look at what price is trying to do here, right? We haven't officially broke this low. So this would be a risky play, in my opinion, because we haven't broke structure yet. But this is a decent chance, right? Because everything's a chance. But you could potentially short at 884 and put stops at 88, right? Because we're in such an aggressive downtrend, right? Like you could short right here and then short down to 861 because that's the next break of structure target. So just understanding market structure mixed with the idea of supply and demand, I think it's better to learn supply and demand on a higher time frame first, so you understand it while it's not moving so fast. And then once you truly understand it, because I have a very good understanding of supply and demand and the tape, right? But this is just calling out the price. Look, we just came up, we put this high in, now we're trying to break structure, but before we do, we're trying to we're putting these lower highs. However, you need to be aware that we haven't retested this high yet. That's why I say this area is very risky to be trying to short. Could it work? Yeah, it could work, but you're only risking 4 points to find out, right? If you got in at 8.4, you were already up 10 points, you know what I mean, at 8.4. So I don't know. 2 minis, that's 10 points is $400. So that's nothing to sneeze at. That's most people's whole day. So I don't know. Yeah. I showed the picture to Justin this morning, and now I'm showing it to him live. And you know, I don't know what he's doing over there, but I hope he's taking some trades over there. I don't know what he's doing.
Nah,
what you over there doing?
I'm just chilling. I'm just watching
Okay.
price.
Yeah. So, but I don't know. What are your thoughts on this, Jay?
I mean, looks like we are trying to sell off super aggressive. So, I mean, prices kind of slowed down a little bit down here. So maybe we get a reversal back to
Talk
the
about
upside
that
for a little bit.
What I was just talking about.
Oh no, I mean, yeah, if you can, I mean, supply and demand works on any time frame. I mean, so conceivably, yeah, of course it's gonna work on the 15-second. It's just you have to know what type of move you're trying to get into. Unless you can confirm it on the higher, unless it aligns with the higher time frame too, then it's that much more powerful. Gets a much better entry. So no, I agree.
Yeah, there you go. So there's the entry. If you got in at 884, there's the drop, the breaker structure, right? That breaker structure, that's a 20-point move right there. So I don't know. I'm watching the tape. I'm confirming my thesis by the tape, right? And we're doing the same thing over and over again, like literally over and over again. You can just see it much faster. And Micaiah, I don't know where Rinko is.
Oh,
I only draw supply and demand zones of Rinko, but I trade with normal candles.
I don't know what it means, but I've heard of it before.
Yeah, and I think this is why Micaiah trades so fast and he's in and out so quick, because I mean, we're basically making the same formation right here every single time, right? I don't know why my shit is so slow, but and we come up, retest the high, come right back down, right? I mean, that's basically what we're doing, right? So I don't know. If you guys are struggling with one question, please, will gold drop down after this move? I have no clue, Pano. I think gold drops. I think gold moves with the dollar, or move with the stocks. So that might not be a bad assumption, but I've never traded gold, so I don't particularly know exactly how it moves. But let's see what happens if we retest these highs. This looks aggressive though. This looks like an aggressive change of structure, but it could be a liquidity sweep. So we'll see. But yeah, that's what I use to get that entry. So, 861 looks like an area where price could decide to bounce. So if I was looking to be a bull, that would be my first area to be a bull. You said, all right, fingers crossed. Do you have a position in gold, Payno? I don't advise trading with Renko bars, but you can use them to find important levels. Oh, it's a certain type of bar. Okay, let me see. Is it one of these? Oh, Renko. Here it is right there. Let's see. Holy shuckles. Is it moving? It's not even moving. Does it move, Micaiah? I'm so confused on what's happening right now. Where's the price? I see the numbers moving, but where's the candle? Is that it right there?
I have no clue.
Oh, it's flipping to the green because it's like Hakanashi candles. In other words, right, with Renko bars, that 15-second improve my entries. Thanks. Hey, no problem. Hustle for life. Like I just think if you understand supply and demand already, and you use it every day, then if you understand that also time is fractal, right? Like if you understand that, then I mean it seems simple, but it's the truth, right? Like if you understand that, right, and you understand, like, okay, time is fractal. So I mean, if I get in, if I can draw supply and demand zones properly, then who's to say that this? Now let's see if this. I was about to say, now let's see if this high holds, or is this a liquidity sweep to go lower? Because the high on the 15th, the highest high. See, now we change character, right? So this is what they call that change of character right here, right? So let me just brush. So now we got the low just put in, the swing low. We broke this high right here and immediately changed character. So now the market on the 15-second is now on an uptrend, right? So higher highs and higher lows, right? So 1877 into 903, that's a 30-point move. 30-point move on, two minis, again, it's $1,200. I mean, we just found like 3 moves right there. It's already gone. If you got in at 878 into 903, would have been like 20-point move. It's gone already though.
Yeah, I'm in long already. I secured one. I'm down on the day. Well, I'm up on the day again. I was down pretty massively, but I was in the background taking trades. But pretty massively. Yeah, I was down 700. Now I'm back in the green. So
you got accurate as supply and demand was on Renko though.
It's been a tough day.
Yeah, I'm actually liking this, Micaiah. I understand what it's doing. It's basically calling out the end of the trend before the trend. I'm curious to know what it does before the closure of the candle. Do you watch Renko on 15-second or the 1 minute? Yeah, this thing's sending right now. I would look out for this high up here at 918.
Yep.
It starts at 914. Yep, I would just trail my stop.
Yep, that's what I'm doing. I'm just trailing my stop up.
That's it. Just trail your stop, and like whatever happens. If it continues to push, you make more money. If it doesn't, whatever.
Exactly. I already secured one contract, huh? 881 was my entry.
Yeah, And you said 881. Oh, nice, nice. So you guys got in at that lower high or high or low.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful entry, guys. Beautiful entry. And honestly, like just looking at it, it was an easy entry. This is where I would short the market or potentially look to short.
Exactly. Which
if
is why
we drop right here,
very tight.
Yep. Nah, yeah. I mean, yeah, it looks rangy, but I would actually look to short up here.
Yeah, I'm out.
Let's see what the Rinko has to say about this.
I'm out. Made $975
You're out. It's really
on that
done.
trade. Up 250 on the day.
Now, how easy was that, Jay? Like how easy was that? Like that shit was way too simple, because I think where I've been going wrong is trying to use the 15-second to get the bottom instead of just waiting on the 15-second to shift character. See, and here comes the shorts now. Shorts at 918, right? Like, so we just called that out live. Like, I mean, but however, understand that we need to get below 903 first. But if you shorted at 918, who the fuck cares? You're already up 10 points. You know? So
yeah, I took 2 minis. I cut one at 903, and then the other one stopped me out at 907.
oh, Micaiah, you say you don't use it at all. You just use it to draw your supply and demand zones. Yeah, I don't really need help drawing supply and demand zones. Let me see if there's a difference. Let me see. Because Rinka is just
It's like a type of candlestick. It sounds like
it's just a new candlestick. So I mean, not a new. It's a type of candlestick. So like Hakanashi's is right below Hakanashi's. It's Rinko. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. Let's see what. Yeah, I mean, it's the same supply and demand zone. It's the same area. It gives you the same zone that you would draw on your own. Interesting.
Well,
thanks, Micaiah. I'll play around with it.
Good. Oh well.
All right, and then here comes this potential lower high, right? Like, so you look at now, you're looking to see if the character shifts over here, right? So you put this rectangle right here, right? And yeah, now we're trying to get a shift of the character again at the highs. And like for me, normally I used to not even trade this shit. I'd be like, man, I'm not touching this shit. Now I'm like, I'll trade the fuck out this shit for 10 points, like, and just trail my stop, secure one contract, and just literally chase the runners with everything else. What the fuck is going on with my shit?
There's no way I can trade with just one mini. It's just it's a travesty. I took profit when I was up, like I took profit, and then I was able to trail that last one and maximize. Yeah, I could have got $1,200 at the trade, but 975 is not bad, and it brought me back to being on the day. So
there's nothing to sneeze at. And there goes the lower high being put in right here again. And here comes price about to break structure again. Back down to the lows. 918 was the entry we just called out. So you guys are, I guess, looking for call outs today. I told you 3 of them already. 4, really.
Fucking.
And there's the drop. Break a structure. All right, now watch for the retest at 910 and watch price come right back down.
Yeah, I got back in short.
The tape is important is here. Oh, Justin's on the road today. He like, fuck this shit. I'm about to get 1600.
I mean, either I'm gonna fucking
but he's understanding the structure of the market, I think now. Like I think he's not saying he didn't understand it, it's just giving a different view of how to read it. Right? Like now we know what price is trying to do. We know that overall you have to be careful here because overall the market's in an uptrend, but this uptrend just ended with this change of character here, right? So now the price has to get back above 918 in order to change the character back to the other side. But in the meantime, that's where you can eat, right? Like if you got in at 918 and you put your stop, you know, shit, you're only risking 1 point because I literally said get in at 918. Well, I said look out for shorts at 918. And guess what? 918, you're up 30 points. That's 20, 30 points already. You're done with the trade. If you let it come down and break structure at 918, and then you came back and got in on the lower high at 915, you're already out of the trade for fucking oh, it's a wrap. All right, let me get in my trader bait here. I'm about to get in my bag today. Y'all done fucked up the church's money, boy. Hey, come on. Let's go. Let me go here to Topstep real quick. See if I can't make some shake.
LinkedIn.
They give you
I
the
didn't-
option to share it on LinkedIn. No. It's not mandatory. They're just saying you can share it on LinkedIn to let everybody know you're now
This might be
funded trader through Topstep.
all right.
Basically,
I'm
they're
getting
using
out
you
of
as
this
advertisement. I would get out. I would potentially get out here, but
oh, then as soon as I get out, it fucking dumps. Yeah, it's taking a little while to get going. I didn't get a good entry, so and this could be a potential bounce spot too. This is where the market kind of put in a rally-based rally. So, and I'm looking
on the
at
1 minute
every
we're
time
closing
the
that fair
market
value gap.
every time the market comes down, it's the buying is like kind of getting, or the selling is kind of getting stopped by the buyer. So I mean, this could come back down, but I'd rather just secure. I secured another little bit. So
Yeah, this is where we rallied yesterday at 861. So I would
This is actually looking
They're
like
wait
an
to see
inverse
what
head and
happens when
shoulders on the 5
come all the way
minute
back
or on
down,
the 1
so.
minute.
this looks like an inverse head and shoulders on the 1 minute. Look at the 1 minute. It's
That's
like
what I
a
just
higher
said.
time frame inverse head and shoulders.
Yep. And then that's the other key is like watching price on all 3 time frames, right? When I'm in Tradervate, my screen looks like this. Let me show you guys. I got 3 screens, and my shit looks like this. This third screen is the 5 minute right here. I do this, bang. Just so I can keep an eye on what the overall trend is, and I don't get engulfed by the 15-second too much. I put 3 screens up, so but I mean, look at like it. Just think if Justin got that trade on the retest up here, right? Like 918 down to 900. That's 20 points, and then 890. That's 30 points right there, right? If he got the trade where he was supposed to get in, which is, I mean, honestly, this is actually a good entry right here. 900. I'm not gonna lie. This looks like another lower high being put in on the 15-second chart up there. So, yeah, I like it because you can zoom out. It filters out so much noise. You can see really strong levels. Nice. Yeah, I shorted that and stacked another 100. Yep. I mean, just think of like you said, like what Micaiah's doing is he's basically shorting with smaller size. So he's just stacking up the $100 bills, right? Like he's not really tripping about the losses because, I mean, who fucking cares when the wins are, exponentially bigger. So, and like Justin is saying, we got that inverse head and shoulders kind of playing out on the higher time frame, but on the lower time frame, we still haven't broken the previous high. So we need to get above the previous high of 918.
Yeah, I just secured one. I just secured one on my long, moving into the last one to break even. Up about 600 on the day.
Hey, we didn't unlock Justin. I've been trying to tell this dude, come home, bro. Like, come home. This man has switched positions 3 times and he ain't even tripping. He like, I don't care. Money's money. Green is green, baby. Green is green. Like, trade the chart. Fuck everything else, bro. Like, you're building your position. You're building your shit out, and you're reading the fuck out of price. You're reading the fuck out of price. You're using the fucking book map to confirm price, and you're just waiting on price to do what it naturally does, which is, literally just switch. What's the word I'm looking for? It shifts character, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I personally think that the Bulls are about to be in control here, and they're about to break this structure. So I'm going to wait for them to break structure.
Yeah,
I'm take a long.
I'm trying to hold this
after the
last
breaker's
contract to let them break structure. But if they don't, then I'm just gonna take it off the table. But
You long?
yeah,
Yeah, just
I
take it
took
off
the
the
long
table.
and
Simple.
I made. Or I was up 400. I
my man.
took 200.
Justin got
and
unlocked,
then
bro.
Now I'm just letting it run.
We didn't unlock. We didn't unlock Justin. He's like, wait a minute. Okay, bet. Let's do this. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I'm
we'll
only
see what
watching
happens.
one
I'm
chart at a
gonna-
time, but I add all the majors, VIX, ES. You can press tab key and move through them. Yeah, that's all I do. Like I watch all 3 at once because I like to see what they're doing, and I don't like my computer. I'm working off a laptop, so my MacBook is like super slow. It's an Air, so if I switch tabs too many times, it fucks me over. So I'm really debating what I want to do here. If I want to take a long or short, I'm just gonna wait
I would
for
definitely wait.
price to break some.
This shit is this. I don't know which way we want to go right now. I mean, I'm in 1 minute.
Yeah, just watching the 5 minute. Well, the 5 minute looks like a lower high is trying to get placed here. You see what I'm saying? So like on the 1 minute, it looks like we're trying to push, but exactly. So the 5 minute looks like a lower high, and the 1 minute looks like we've changed structure on the 1 minute, but we're still in a down. Oh, you short? You still short? Okay.
Yeah, I saw it. It looked good. It looked real good.
Yo, this is like a breakthrough day right here. This is feeling real breakthrough-ish. I like it. I think this is what I've been trying to teach you. This is what I've been trying to tell y'all. The Discord, man. Y'all never come to my Discord. MACD 5 minute about to flip red, Apple and VIX about to flip green. Oh, let me check. Let me fuck around and find it. Nah, I'm still down there. I'm looking at the VIX. This shit. Damn. My fucking mic is tripping. God, my mic keep popping. My bad, bro. Like my mic keep popping hard. I don't know.
Come on. We gotta push. Send, you son of a bitch. Send.
It's just not a good entry for me. That's because he tell.
All right, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm gonna just wait to a change of character here. I think we're gonna come down.
All right, I got out.
Ooh.
I'm up 580 on the day now, so still working my way downtown, walking fast, trying to fucking get to 1,500.
Wait, what? Wait, what just happened? What?
Y'all didn't like my song?
What the fuck are you talking about here? No.
That was bad?
We do like when we get jolly, Justin, but that was a little too damn jolly. That was a little too damn jolly for me. I want old Justin back. Send that motherfucker back to the shop. He for the streets.
For the streets.
All right, I'm looking for failure here to see if we get a failure here. I'll look
just
to
hit
short.
that 1 minute demand zone too and bounce right back up. That shit was beautiful.
You can't trade everything, Justin. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, I guess you.
No, I'm not trying to trade everything.
No, fucking like no.
Nah, I'm not trying to trade everything.
I mean, you could trade everything.
Nah. On the
15-second is putting in a very nice trend here. So very good long if you're holding that, Joe.
Yeah,
let me turn this shit down. I know this shit gotta be hella loud.
Yeah, that shit fell so fast, but on that retest there, that was a CVD divergence. So that'd have been a nice entry, but I don't know. Price is at a sticky point.
Yeah, we're kind of choppy on the 1 minute here, so I'm just gonna wait until we get some more clarity.
Yeah, we're sticking around here. Oh, Powell speaks in 10 minutes. So
Jerome speaking Jerome speaking here in a little bit.
I'm about to go ahead and find him. I'm gonna find him speaking.
Is it in 10 minutes?
Probably an hour.
Oh, it is at 10 minutes. Oh yeah, I'm definitely
yeah. We'll throw Jerome up. Ooh, yeah, I know what I'm about to take. I'm about to take the fuck out of that thumbnail.
Wait, what?
Oh, damn, that was a nice CVD divergence right there. I like Ricky Gutierrez's thumbnail. I like the background. You know my background.
Oh, you look at it still, and he like, yeah, let me get that. Yeah. Let me get that.
Yeah, I was like,
read that.
No, I don't. I was looking up the Powell speech, and his was the first video that popped up.
We're trying to double bottom again down here.
Yeah, price is holding. Price is definitely holding here. Definitely choppy. Definitely not the area where I want to trade. But we did make a lower high, so you would assume we'd have to come up and at least retest
Yeah, but we're kind of trading sideways, right? Like, we need to. I like it when we're kind of flowing, like we can see the flow. Right now, it's just kind of sideways chop, and I think the market wants to come down, but it's not going to come down for much, right? So that's kind of where I'm just kind of chilling to see if we can get bigger moves here. Hey, bro, call it a W, bro. A W is a W.
Yeah. All right, bro.
All right, brother. Your what?
Your chair? Damn.
Oh, damn.
All right, you too. Appreciate it.
Yeah, good shit, Jay. Good shit, bro. Good shit. Hell yeah, bro. You already know what it is, baby. Kill count. Let's get it. All right, peace.
All right, peace. Yeah, we definitely in a bit of a sticking point here. I think we go though. I think we're about to break out of this, but I'm about to sit around and fucking wait.
Yeah, I'd rather just watch the speech and see how price reacts to that.
Yeah, let me try to find it.
I think we flush up here.
Is this speech televised? Normally they'd be
Yeah, they be trying to hide that shit. Micaiah says double top on the 5 minute. MACD 5 minute about to flip red on Apple and VIX. I think we about to fall. Double top. Yeah, I think we about to fall too.
okay,
I think we
here
get
it
one more sweep first though, right? Like one more sweep of the liquidity, and then get rejected. But we'll see.
All right.
There it goes. Trying to drop.
Oh, I like how fuck yeah, Spellman. See, that's why y'all the best. They fucking have his they have the chat enabled on their speech, on the speech.
Oh, we get to talk some shit. Let me.
No, you're good. No, you're good. You're good. We still got 7 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still waiting. I think the market's just in a holding pattern now until he speaks. So I'm about to go take a piss. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll be right back as well, guys. I gotta get something to eat, and we'll be back here in a little bit. Maybe like 2-3 minutes. It won't be long.
Oh, what up? I'm back. Mason says Bitcoin getting up near yearly highs, gold pushing all-time highs yet again. Something cooking, if not today, soon. I think this will be a big move, either rejection or a nice big old pump. Maybe. I think the market's moving sideways until Powell comes on in about 5 minutes. So we'll see. I'm thinking about switching accounts. I'm thinking about switching to my switching to the account that I fucked up yesterday. Since I'm up $500 on one of the accounts for the day. I'm thinking I'm just gonna put it away. I took 5 winning trades and 2 losers. So I think I'm gonna put this one away. I think I'm about to open up another one, a different one. I think we rally though. I think we push out of this. I'm just looking at the tape. I think we push out of this. Let's open up my other account. I think we about to push up out of this. We got a pretty nice CVD divergence going on right now, so. But then again, maybe not. I don't know. Let me switch to my broken account. Here we go. I'm in my broken account now. I'll see if I can save this hoe. Can I save this hoe? Oh, and if y'all are just joining, don't forget if you're trading on Topstep, I pinned the Topstep reset code to the or the Topstep reset thingamajigger to the thingamajigger up top. So yeah, just click on that and do what you gotta do. Oh, by the way, it looks like Ranch won on the poll. I'll leave it up, but
you cheated.
I didn't. I didn't cheat. I told you I have no leg in your blue cheese ranch fight because I don't like either.
You
so.
always got a leg. Anything that has to do with competition that I'm in, you always want to see me lose. So
no,
you always have a leg in the competition.
No,
So
in this case, I really didn't care. I could care less if people like blue cheese or ranch because I don't like either one. I should have put up there like barbecue sauce and ketchup on wings is kind of weird, but should have put barbecue sauce and hot sauce up there just to make it more interesting.
Yeah, no, because then people would have been trying to answer multiple ones. They'd have to choose between which one they like the best.
I guess
that's the point of the poll.
That is kind of the point of the poll. Either way, I didn't do it. I promised y'all I did not vote. On my mom's grave, I did not vote. I did not mess with the results. I did not rig the election. The election was a fair, free, democratic election. But hey, Hobbs, if you wanna start an insurrection and go to YouTube headquarters and march with all 37% of the people who say that they like blue cheese because you feel like you was robbed, go for it, man. Just know that you'll never be able to run for president ever again.
Okay. Bitcoin getting up near yearly highs. Gold trying to push all-time highs yet again. Something cooking, if not today, soon. I've just come to the realization that the VIX has been telling the truth this whole time, and I think this will be a big move in either direction or a nice big old pump. Yeah, I think we're gonna pump, and the reason why is my thesis is just based off the VIX, and throughout all of this selling that we had, right? The one thing that hasn't changed is the VIX has not moved at all. So either somebody's loading into a huge sell position or somebody's loading into a huge sell position. Because every time a buy position, sorry. Because every time we sell down, the VIX doesn't push up. It barely pushes up, but every time we buy the market, the VIX pushes up. I mean, the VIX pushes down or it just stays still, right? So, you got it, Jay? Okay. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, snap. They got the jams going today.
Mm-hmm.
Hot 97, baby.
See what this market decides it wants to do. There's a lot of selling going on right now in the market that's not being rewarded, but the volume has decreased a lot. So I think people are just waiting on Powell, and the book is now clear. So I think people are just waiting on to hear what Powell has to say. What is it? Seven Heinrich does great VIX TA? I've never heard of him.
Ooh.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, they're dumping this motherfucker. Oh, they said fuck you and what you thought.
Oh my god!
Oh, they said fuck you and what you thought. What is he saying? He's not even on the stage yet.
He's not even on the screen yet.
This is just manipulation. They're just manipulating price. But Makai has stacked another 300. Hey, yeah, you could have shorted the fuck out this. God damn,
bro! As
soon as it broke all that structure,
I shorted it too because I was just like, shit. Fuck, man, that was dead.
Look at it come right back up though. You couldn't have held that shit for shit. Fuck.
Coming back up again.
That's fucking nutty. I don't know, bro. Probably, but fuck.
I don't care. I could care less. I'm not touching this shit till after this is over because that just looks like a liquidity sweep. Oh shit.
Are you okay?
Damn, man. Oh.
This volatility is nutty.
It's in my throat,
Something
bro.
in your
What
throat?
the fuck is that? Pause. Shut up.
He got something long stuck in
This
his throat.
volatility is absolutely insane.
Yeah, we bouncing off of a value area low right now, though. We might get a. Oh, nope, never mind. I'm not fucking around with this. I am not fucking around with this.
Oh God, is the
Mm.
VIX coming up? Is the VIX coming up finally? Are
I
they finally
mean,
gonna
not the way
show
you want
the
to see
true
it,
move?
but
Hey, it's pushing 77. Damn, ES. Shit.
oh my god.
Oh my God. He said it at the same time. Oh my God.
Is she gonna come back up?
Oh no, it don't look like it wants to come back up for air.
Yeah, there it goes. There it goes. And oh my, this price action is fucking nuts.
Bro. Just take your money Friday. Ruin your weekend.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we had a bunch of stuff happening on the 1 minute, bro. The 5 minute inverse head and shoulders, the 1 minute inverse head and shoulders. It's
Bruh, look at the market.
extending this shit. Shit fucking crazy. Look at ES.
Reserve Bank of Atlanta, Raphael
Oh
Bostic
my
and his
God.
members, Spellman Board of Trustee
Stop
members,
playing.
administrators,
God.
This is
faculty,
crazy.
friends of the
Market is
college,
gone.
individuals from institutions
This is fucking
throughout
crazy.
Georgia, and the remarkable community of Spellman.
It's gonna come right back down.
Welcome.
Probably.
I am Marinette Holmes, chair of the Department of Economics here at Spellman, and it is a privilege for my department
Oh
to
my
co-host
God.
this momentous occasion.
This fucking volume, bro.
Today marks a historic event in Spellman's 142-year history.
Yeah, Friday.
The first visit by a Federal Reserve Board
Everybody hold their
chairman.
breath for the central planner and
This
stuff.
is a-
Yeah, bro.
Yes.
This shit about to go again.
Meanwhile, they quietly sending the market to the
Yes.
fucking moon while everybody watching this dumb
This
shit.
is a tremendous
Oh
honor
my
They
for
just
our
use. I swear they just use this shit to do what they really want to do.
1881, Spellman has
Whatever
been
the true
training
move is,
women
they
to
do it
take leadership roles in all
while
sectors
everybody's
of
watching.
society.
This dumb
Our
shit.
very founding was an investment in the potential of Black women and
My
girls to
VIX
use
just
their
got stopped out.
education
We
for the good of
dropped.
society.
VIX is fucking tumbling.
Today, we are very proud of the return on investment. Thousands of graduates represent the institution across this country in all areas, and given the occasion, we are especially
regret not taking
proud
this for
of the
real.
impact Spellman women are
Yes,
having within
it's
the
too long
economic
now.
and financial sectors. Today's
see
fireside
what Monday's
chat
look.
between Federal Reserve Board Chairman Powell and Spellman's
Yet
President
again.
Dr. Gale promises to
Every
be
time
an
we come up,
insightful discussion
Bruh,
bro,
of
we
crucial
cannot break this
I
topics
shit.
paper traded
such
this
as
short
the
because I was a little bit
post-COVID
concerned. I was like, I might regret this later.
Under
I
Chairman
regret
Powell's
it.
leadership, the Federal
Jay
Reserve
said I
has
regret
placed a high value on
Paper traded is
diversity,
short.
Yeah.
recruiting
Ran,
a
though.
record number
Huh?
of women and persons of color,
Talking about early.
I shorted
holding
at the
seats on the
at the
boards of
top.
the Federal Reserve
I was up like
banks,
$400.
including the bank
Oh, okay.
here in Atlanta. We are delighted to acknowledge the most diverse Board of Governors in the agency's 109-year history, including Spellman alumna Governor Lisa D. Cook. Yes. Yes.
Yes, Queen.
Yes. And let's celebrate her for her
Oh, it's probably about to
achievements
go
and
crazy.
thanks to her. Thank her because the Economics Department currently houses the Lisa D. Cook Scholars, a scholar program designed to address
Bro,
the scarcity of
get
Black
to the main
women pursuing
hour.
graduate degrees in
We
economics.
acting like we tuned in and tuned in.
And I am now pleased to introduce one of those scholars, Lisa Williams, class of 2025 from Novi, Michigan, a junior economics major with a minor in management organization who will introduce today's speaker. And once again, welcome to this historic event at Spellman College.
Good morning, everybody. Jerome H. Powell first took office as the chair of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System on February 5th,
As soon as
2008.
they said his name,
He was then reappointed to office and sworn in for a second term
Jerome
on
H.
May
Powell.
23rd, 2022. Chair Powell also serves as chairman of the Federal Open Market Committee, the system's
What
principal monetary policymaking body. Chair
Yo,
Powell has served
fuck
as a
this
member
market,
of the Board of
bro.
Governors since taking office in May 2012. He was later
shit's about to
reappointed
come
and
down.
sworn in during June 2014 for a term ending January 31st, 2028. Prior to his appointment to the board, Chair Powell was a visiting scholar at the Bipartisan
shit's
Policy
coming
Center
down.
in Washington, D.C., where he focused on federal and state fiscal issues. From 1997 to 2005, Chair Powell was a partner at the Carlyle Group.
Shit.
He served as an Assistant Secretary of the U.S. Department of the Treasury under President George H.W. Bush, with responsibility for policy on financial institutions, the Treasury debt market, and other related areas. Prior to joining the Bush administration, Chairman Powell worked as a lawyer and an investment banker in New York City.
Let's try him.
In addition to service on corporate boards, he has served on the boards of charitable and educational institutions, including the Bentheim Center for Finance at Princeton University and the Nature Conservancy of Washington, D.C. in Maryland. Chairman Powell was born in February 1953 in Washington, D.C. He received a bachelor's in politics from Princeton University in 1975 and earned a law degree from Georgetown University in 1979. Helene D. Gale began
That's what
serving
I'm
as the
saying,
11th
bro.
president of Spelman
This
College
shit
on
coming
July
right the
1st,
fuck back up.
2022.
Wow.
President Gale previously served as both president and CEO of the
Wow.
Chicago Community Trust
Send-
from October 2017 to June 2022. Under her leadership, the trust adopted a new strategic focus on closing the racial wealth gap in the Chicago region. For almost a decade, President
shit
Gale
does.
served as both president and CEO of CARE, a leading international humanitarian organization. As a pediatrician and public health physician with expertise in economic development, humanitarian efforts, and health issues, she spent 20 years with the CDC, working primarily on HIV and AIDS. A previous member of the Federal Reserve of Chicago's board, President Gale currently serves on both public company and nonprofit boards, including the Coca-Cola Company, Organon, Palo Alto Networks, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Brookings Institution, New America, and the One Campaign. She is also an inaugural member of President Biden's Advisory Council on African Diaspora Engagement in the United States of America. President Gale is from Buffalo, New York. She earned a
Hey.
bachelor's in psychology at Barnard College, a doctor of medicine at the University of Pennsylvania, and a master's in public health at Johns Hopkins University. She is a full professor at
Just
Spelman
send
College,
it right
a recipient of 18 honorary
Fine.
degrees, and also holds faculty appointments at the University of Washington and Emory
Every time we-
University. Please
Up
join
that
me
value
in
Mary high,
warmly
we get slapped
welcoming
right
Federal
back down.
Reserve Board Chairman Jerome Powell to the stage as he offers his remarks, and afterward,
they said his
we
name
look
again.
forward
Let's see
to
if it-
President Gale joining Chairman Powell for an engaging discussion on navigating pathways to economic mobility.
Send it.
Slap, bro.
Yeesh.
Thank you for that very kind introduction. Thank you, Dr. Holmes and President Gale, for inviting me here. It's very exciting to be here. And I'm fortunate to have been accompanied from Washington by a very distinguished graduate of Spelman College, class of 1986, and a member of Delta Sigma Theta. My Federal Reserve colleague, Governor Lisa Cook. I'd say there's no greater testament to Spelman's historic legacy than the achievements of outstanding women like Governor Cook. One part of that legacy is Spelman's tradition of promoting education in STEM. Governor Cook's research highlights the key role of such education in preparing individuals to be inventors and innovators who can generate ideas that will add to our body of knowledge, increase productivity, and generate higher living standards over time. Her work is just one example of how Spelman women continue to make historic contributions in science, the arts, technology, medicine, and other fields. I look forward to our conversation, and I thought I might frame it up first by talking about the Federal Reserve's ongoing actions to promote a healthy economy and how those actions relate to questions that students in this audience might be asking about the future. For example, I imagine students are wondering what kind of job market and what kind of economy you'll be entering when you complete your education.
Yeah, you about to talk about
To
dumping this
start,
motherfucking market. You about
Congress
to be entering into a
assigned the Fed
shitty
the dual
economy.
mandate goals of maximum employment and price stability. And both of these goals are essential aspects of a healthy economy.
Oh, this shit might send though.
Congress also gave the Fed a precious grant of independence from direct political control
Oh, this shit's about to send.
to allow us to pursue those goals without consideration of political matters. Other major central banks in democratic societies around the world have similar grants of independence, and this institutional arrangement has a strong track record of producing better policy outcomes for the benefit of the public.
The VIX
So
just
let me
fell to
go to the two dual
13.5.
mandate goals, and I'll start with
Oh,
maximum
yeah, this
employment.
market's about to come
I'm
up.
glad to
Wow.
say
Oh,
that
this
by
market's
many
about
measures,
to
the conditions
go.
in the labor market today are very strong.
They just wanted to make sure
couple
he
of
wasn't
years
saying
ago,
shit.
go
They like,
back,
yeah, we out of
the
here.
pandemic was receding and the economy was reopening. The number of job openings grew to greatly exceed the supply of people who were available
All the
to work,
fucking dead accounts they
leaving
just stole.
there a widespread
They like,
shortage.
yeah, we
Wow.
out of here.
Today,
This is
the
exactly
number
why
of openings
Topstep was
remain
like,
very
yeah, so we're gonna do
strong,
free reset Friday because
and the
Powell about to
economy
come in
is
and
Bro,
ruin
projected
all
to
y'all
they,
balance
accounts.
between
they
demand
just
and supply
fucked
for workers.
everything, bro.
The pace at which the
Damn.
economy is creating new jobs remains strong and has been slowing toward a more sustainable level. That gradual slowing has come in part due to the efforts of the Fed to slow the growth of the economy to help reduce high inflation. After declining sharply during the pandemic, the supply of workers has bounced back as people have come back into the labor
Damn, if
force
you'd have held that
and
long,
as
bro.
immigration has
Shit.
returned to
There,
pre-pandemic
you ain't
levels.
lying. I would have had to cut it.
Partly
I would have
because
had to
of
cut
that
it
labor force
anyway.
growth, the unemployment rate has edged
That shit
up
came
over
back
the
down
second
almost to
half
my
of the
You
year,
entry.
have to.
although it remains historically
That's true.
low at 3.9%. The
Oh
increase in labor force
shit!
participation has been particularly strong
Damn.
among
Damn.
women
They're about to
in
trap them
the
fucking
prime
What is
sellers,
working
bro.
years of
I don't
ages
fucking know.
25 to
Them sellers about to
54,
fucking trap.
which surged to an all-time high earlier this
He
year
said, don't matter.
and
The
which
motherfucker's about to
remains
get cooked.
high and above
Wow.
pre-pandemic levels.
350 likes.
Wage growth remains high, but has been
Didn't even
gradually
move the
moving
market.
toward levels that would be more consistent with 2% inflation over time. So real, which is to say,
They brought that bitch right back
inflation-adjusted
up. They
wages,
said,
wages
mm-hmm.
after inflation, are also
Give me
growing
that.
again as
Yeah, that's what I
inflation
said. It didn't even move
declines.
the market.
Turning to price stability,
Wow.
the second part of the mandate, we have a longer run goal of 2% inflation, and after running below 2% for over a decade, inflation increased sharply in 2021 in the United States and in many other countries around the world. High inflation imposes a significant hardship on all households and is especially painful for those least able to meet the higher costs of essentials like food, housing, and transportation. Beginning in early 2022, we reacted forcefully, raising our policy interest rate and decreasing the size of our balance sheet to help slow the economy and bring down inflation. And inflation has now declined to 3% over the 12 months ending in October. But if you factor out energy and food prices, which tend to be volatile, you get what's called core inflation. And we look at that too. That is still on a 12-month basis, 3.5%, well above our 2% objective.
Jay, what
However,
are you doing?
over
Mouse,
the
bro?
6 months now, looking
Oh,
at
sorry.
more
I think
recent
you heard
data,
my
6
scroll
months
wheel.
ending in October, core inflation is
That
actually
shit
running
loud
about
as hell.
2.5%.
Yeah, you just heard my
And
scroll.
while these lower inflation readings of the past few months are welcome, they're
Rising
highly
wedge,
welcome,
maybe.
that progress is going to need to
Maybe.
continue if we are to
I
reach
would
our
not call this a
2%
rising wedge
objective.
right now. We'll see.
The high
On
inflation that we
the
got
15 second, it looked
beginning in
like a
21
rising
initially
wedge, but
emerged from a collision
5
between
minute looks
very
like a
strong
fucking
demand
bullish,
and
never ending
pandemic
engulfing
constrained
candle. So
supply.
we'll see how it finishes.
And the
20
normalization of
seconds left
supply
on
and
it.
demand conditions that we've seen has played a critical role in the disinflation, the coming down of inflation so far.
I'm
as
just
has
glad
the
we chose a
substantial
fucking
tightening
direction.
of monetary
Oh my
policy and
God.
overall financial conditions over
We're
the
tapping
past
into
2
1 hour
years.
supply right now.
The strong actions that we've taken have moved our policy rate
Yeah, I
up
see that.
and well into restrictive territory, by which we mean that tight monetary policy is putting downward pressure on economic
I was literally
activity and inflation.
about to check the 1 hour and try to figure out where we
Monetary
were.
policy is thought to affect economic conditions with a lag, and the full effects of our tightening likely have not yet been felt. The forcefulness of our response to inflation also helped maintain the Fed's hard-won credibility, ensuring that the public's expectations of future inflation remain well anchored. Having come so far and so quickly, the FOMC is moving carefully forward as the risks of under and over tightening are becoming more balanced. As the demand and supply-related effects of the pandemic continue to unwind, uncertainty about the outlook for the economy is unusually elevated. Like most forecasters, my colleagues and I anticipate that growth in spending and output
Market don't give
will
a fuck
slow
about this
over the next
bonanza.
year as the effects of the pandemic and the reopening fade and as
Well,
restrictive monetary policy weighs on aggregate demand.
yes, is
The
gone.
FOMC is strongly committed to bringing inflation down to 2% over time and to keeping policy restrictive
Yes, is in
until
3
we're
hour
confident
supply.
that
So
inflation is on a path to that objective.
Yeah, I got it on a 2 hour as well.
It would be premature to conclude with confidence that we have achieved a sufficiently restrictive stance or to speculate on when policy might ease. we are prepared to tighten policy further if it becomes appropriate to do so. So we're making decisions meeting by meeting based on the totality of the incoming data and their implications for the outlook for economic activity and inflation, as well as the balance of risks. And that's an overview of what my colleagues and I at the Fed are working to accomplish. The bottom line, if you're a student, is that we've made considerable progress in reducing high inflation while maintaining a strong labor market with a lot of opportunity for new graduates. The unemployment rate has moved up a bit, but it's still very low by historical standards, and by many measures, it's a great time to start your career. You'll face challenging decisions soon about what professions to enter and what companies and other institutions to work for. Of course, some of you will become entrepreneurs, but each of you has already made one really good decision, and that's coming here to Spelman. Whatever opportunities and challenges emerge, education will continue to be a key to success. Higher education is an investment and not just of money.
Well, if you're sure the market has supply, you're eating right now.
To gain knowledge and skills that are preparing you for successful career.
Looking to short the retest.
Your success will make for a stronger
Get to see
economy.
this first. I was like, all that damn buying just came in.
We're doing our best to foster an economy that gives you the best opportunity to succeed.
I need to see this.
And with that,
flush first.
I will
It's
hand
not.
it back to
Yeah,
you,
this is looking like the
President
breaking
Looks like it's about to
retest.
come right back up. Yeah, this looks like it's about to come. The fuck back up. That's why I'm like, nope.
Well, thank you so much, and particularly thank you for that word of encouragement to our students. Sometimes in the
Yeah,
midst
good
of
short, Micaiah.
what has been a turbulent economy, it may seem a little daunting, but as we say at Spelman, we are undaunted. So, and I also want to thank Lisa Cook for all that you did to make this visit happen, but also for all that you do to represent this school so well. So thank you so much. And to your colleague and our friend, Raphael Bostic, who is the president of the Atlanta.
Bostic.
It is an honor to have you here with
We
us.
know that person.
And our colleague from Georgia Tech, Kay Husbands Feeling.
Is that Bostic,
Thank
the one
you
we
so
always
much.
hear?
She's been our co-collaborator.
He'd be speaking a lot.
So let me just start. And before I dive in, maybe just start with a few comments about you, or a few questions about you. How did you get here?
Damn.
Okay, I'm a doctor. I know how you really got here. But you're not an economist. You were trained as a lawyer, did investment banking, did some other stints in the public sector. What was your journey?
Bro, if they give this whole
And
fucking
would
shit back up, I'm just gonna be
young
like in shock.
person, like the young people who are sitting out here today, be surprised at where your path took you?
So my path was, I'll start with when I graduated from college, and I grew up in Washington, D.C., and the whole Washington, D.C. political scene is there, but my parents and my family were not part of that. We were just people who lived in Washington. My dad was a lawyer. But when I graduated from college, I didn't have a plan. I hadn't thought it through, but I did have one thought, and that was that I wanted to be somebody who had a private sector career, but who also came in and did public service from time to time. And I was thinking of people like Cyrus Vance or George Shultz, who had, important private sector careers, but every 8, 10, 12 years, they would come in and serve in the government for a while. That's a unique feature of the U.S. system. You don't really see that that people can have both of those. And oddly enough, that's kind of what happened. So I wound up going to law school. It wasn't that I was dying to be a lawyer, but that was an obvious thing. My dad was a lawyer. I practiced law for just a few years. And then I moved into investment banking because we were working with serving investment bankers, and I could see they were having more fun than we were. So I moved into investment banking, and I really enjoyed that. It was I worked on a lot of mergers. It's a very exciting.
Look at
thing
all
to do.
those trap buyers
Did
up
that
there
for
in
quite a while.
1995, bro.
After doing that for a while, I had an
begging.
opportunity to
They
do
begging
public
for
service,
Price
and
to
I
come
did
back up
move to
there. They're like, bro,
Washington
come
and
on.
serve in the Treasury Department as an assistant and undersecretary under President Bush Sr. Then I moved, so I did that. Then I went back into the financial business and was a partner in a big private equity firm for a while. And now here I am back in public service. So what would you take out of that? One, it is a real it's just such an honor to do public service. And if you have a mainly private sector career, and you want to give back through public service, you can do it in this country. And I think
This looks like a
I would
falling
think this,
wedge,
but
though.
I think it's important that people in government positions, at least some of them, have had the experience of being in the private sector. At the same time, I think being in the private sector, I think, is informed by also having worked in the public sector. So those are some
Ooh.
things. So that's
All
how
right,
it all
I
happened.
got short at 65.
And yeah,
Trying
nobody.
to ride this
It
bitch
was pretty
down
unpredictable, but
all
I
the way
was
back
willing
down.
to change careers and
Take some
pay the
risk, maybe.
price. And pay the price of having to learn a new field. I had to do that over and over again, but it was worth it.
Yeah. So curiosity is probably another one of the things that spurred you on, which is one of the things we talk to students about all the time. Now, as a leader, you get a lot of high marks. This year's word of the year in Merriam-Webster was authentic. And people often talk about you as being an authentic leader. Could you talk a bit about how you see your leadership style? And authenticity is a tough thing to pull off when every word that you say people hang on to. So how do you play the role of an authentic leader with such a very, very difficult, challenging job?
So the Fed, I stepped into a role. The Fed does so many things well and right, and the people I succeed are such heroes, really, and so successful and so good at what they did. So, but I think when I think of myself in that way, I'm kind of a more informal. I'm a relatively informal person, and I think of I really do
I'll be right
think
back.
of
Check on the way.
getting to good
Stomp.
decisions.
All right.
Part of it is just having a lot of really smart people around you, like President Bostic, like Governor Cook, hearing what they think, and hearing a bunch of different views and a little bit crowdsourcing thinking about issues, and then coming to a decision after that. That's a very comfortable decision. So, but that requires you to really hear what people are saying and understand their arguments. So that comes naturally to me. I also I felt that it was important that we substantially increase our outreach to Congress, which has oversight. In our system of government, it's Congress that has oversight over the Fed. And so my colleagues and I spend much more time than we used to going up to the Hill and talking to them and listening to them more. And I think that really pays off. They understand that we're a non-political agency, doesn't use talking points. We're just trying to do our jobs and stick to our jobs. And I think even if they don't agree with what you're doing, and even if it's very difficult times, they know that you're doing your very best and they trust you to do that.
So on that, one of the things I think you have done well, and I would argue your predecessor was good at this as well, is trying to decode the Fed a bit. It is for many still a mystery, and you started talking about the dual mandate and what really is the Fed's responsibility. But you don't have a lot of tools. You have a limited set of tools, if you will, to have an impact on that. But people think that the Fed can do all things for the economy. Could you talk a bit about where your responsibilities and what you are able to do end, and where others need to take the next step and move things forward, and particularly this interface between monetary policy and fiscal policy, and how that works in the real world?
Let me start by saying the things that we actually do. So the thing that I talked about was monetary policy. So we use our tools to foster maximum employment and price stability, two equal goals in the law. And that involves raising interest rates and using our balance sheet to either slow gradually or speed up the economy to move the economy toward those goals. We also, though, regulate and supervise banks. We have a broad responsibility to support financial stability to the entire financial system, which we do really through our liquidity tools. That was the original purpose of central banks, was to be there with liquidity, with cash.
All the way to
when
fuck back
banks,
up.
when
God
bank
damn.
runs emerge. And if there's a facility there that exists, then the bank run doesn't happen in the first place because people know they'll get their money. We also play an important role in the payment system. So we have pretty broad roles. people do expect things of us that we don't really do, and it is really important to respect the line. Most things in our system of government are and should be assigned to the elected branch. Nobody elected us to do things. We're appointed to do specific, narrow, really important things and stick to those things. It's the elected branch of people. They've stood for election. The president has, the Senate has, the Congress has, and it's very important to not walk onto their turf, because those things are consigned to the democratically elected branches. Very few things are assigned to an institution like the Fed that has the protections I mentioned. We serve long terms. We can't be fired except for malfeasance.
Can't hold nothing.
And
30 points in this.
have to pass a law to reverse one of our decisions. No one can do it. So we have to respect that independence by sticking to the jobs that we have, even though it's very frequent. When I testify, which I do a lot, we had a senator speak to us at dinner the other night, and he pointed out that whenever they have, me or a Fed chair in the chair testifying, they always try to get us to support their fiscal policy.
Nice.
Raising taxes, cutting spending, all those things. And we just can't do that. We have to stick to what we do and stay out of politics. And that's what keeps that independence. And it's what enables us to be that rare thing in Washington, which is a non-political agency that is respected by both sides, where they'll give us the room. They'll criticize us publicly, but they'll give us the room to do our jobs. And our jobs are really critical for every American.
Yeah. And that nonpartisan and people believing in that is so important. There are things that you can do specifically as the Fed, and you talked about them, things that you can't do. But one of the other things that you have as the chairman of the Federal Reserve is the bully pulpit. Could you talk about how you have used that and where you think the limits of that, where is that useful, and what are some of the kinds of things that you use your bully pulpit for?
That's a very challenging subject, because of course, I have many opinions that stray far beyond our, and all of us do, far beyond a narrow mandate. So the occasions for addressing topics that are not precisely our mandate have to be very few and very selective. So Fed chairs have traditionally been willing to say about fiscal policy, for example, that the U.S. budget, federal budget, is on an unsustainable path, meaning that the debt is growing substantially faster than the economy, which in the long run is by definition unsustainable in the long run. But we don't get into calling Congress out or telling them how to balance how to bring down the deficit, and that we don't do that. I stay out of that because we're not fully achieving one of our major goals right now, which is the inflation goal. So, and Congress has oversight over us, not vice versa. But there are occasions when you have to say something. So, and we were one of many public and private organizations that had to speak up about the George Floyd incident in that very extraordinary moment in our history, and we did, and I wouldn't take that back. But we don't want to be commenting on political issues, except in the rarest of circumstances like that one.
Mm-hmm. We talked a little bit about this intersection between fiscal and monetary policy. I think COVID is a good example of how both the Fed as well as the administration and Congress really put extraordinary measures in place to be able to, as best as possible, control what was a very challenging economic situation. What have you learned from that? What were some of the best practices? What are some of the lessons learned from what?
I'm in short at 861. Stop at the high.
It's tempted to start by saying that we'll need some more years of perspective to really look back and have a better answer. But I'll give you a sort of in the middle of things, tentative answer. So
yeah, this thing going both ways, bro. You just gotta take your little 30, 40
really
points
been
and
the star
get the fuck up out of
performer in
here.
the world since COVID.
I gave back a
So,
lot of
we've
that
had
shit because I
higher
walked
growth,
away, but
we've had a
I got
stronger
back
labor
in.
market.
So
We actually have had inflation
trying to
coming
collect
down now
my bread here.
as faster than most other economies. So basically, compared to other
Stick and
countries,
move in
we've
this
done
market.
well. Looking back, the economy got stronger much faster, I think, than we expected and than most people expected. If you think about, if we go back to the time of COVID when it was actually hitting in the first half of 2020, you're looking at a situation where the economy around the world is closing, where we don't have any idea how long it'll take to get vaccines, where we don't know how we will reopen the
Locking
economy.
in
If you can't get vaccines,
another
we didn't know
100,
how
200 bucks
lethal the
right there.
disease was going to be. So there were real
Expecting
possibilities
this wedge to
that
drop
you
some
could
more
be in a
though.
longer
I'm just
term
trailing my
situation
stop
where
on
you
all
just
my
couldn't
entries
get
at this
the
point
economy
because this
back up
market's just
to
not. It doesn't want to stay
speed.
down. It doesn't
We
want to
just
stay up.
didn't know. And so Congress acted, with
Jay, what
no
are you looking
dissents.
for with that damn
Imagine that,
mouse, bro?
no dissents passed the CARES Act.
Oh, sorry.
Which
It just you're
literally
hearing me scroll. You're just hearing me scroll.
I know.
potential
What are
budget
you?
power
What are
in
you
our hands.
scrolling? There's
It was so
nothing.
big
Like,
that
what
we
are you?
didn't
What are
see
you
I'm
searching
scrolling
for on the
in.
internet?
the
No,
financial
I'm
markets were
scrolling
kind of
in.
closed, and they reopened
Oh, okay,
without our
okay,
having to
okay,
use
okay.
this
Now I
this
get it.
authority. So we made very few loans in the end. It was amazing. But so if you look back on that, what you know now that you didn't know
I'm
then
taking my
was that the
300.
economy
This
really
market was
did
supposed to.
recover much more quickly and much more forcefully than we thought. And of course, you would have acted a little bit differently, knowing that.
It's so
But
jumpy, man.
overall, we'll have to judge this with some.
I took another 300 right there at the
looking back over time.
61s.
Remember how
Looking to try to short
extraordinarily
again right
unusual,
here, but
unique the
bulls just keep
circumstances were.
pushing this shit
We hadn't
higher.
had
So
a pandemic in 100 years. No one knew what to do. At the very beginning, there was a question: well, why is the Fed?
we
even
have changed
focusing on
character on
this?
the 1 minute here.
And then
That's why I'm
you know,
looking at the shorts
if you
more so
remember,
than
there was a very
the
small
longs.
stimulus
But
bill that couldn't
we're
pass
also in an
and then
uptrend.
2 weeks later, the CARES Act
So
was
it's
passed. And
just
all this.
it's a lot of
So
different
it
shit
was a
going on
moment
right
of
now.
great
A lot.
uncertainty and learning.
And so we're still probably in a moment of a fair amount of uncertainty, partly because the economy isn't acting as might have been expected. So sitting now thinking forward, to the extent that anyone can prognosticate, what are some of the lessons because of what we went through with COVID that might help us think about where we need to go, even though things are
Price is
a
moving
bit
so
unpredictable
fucking fast
still?
right
The
now. It's
economy
like
has
we'll be in the
repeatedly
40s
surprised
for like
us and
a
all
second
of
and then be in the
forecasters.
50s in like less than a
So
second.
if you go
Yeah.
back a year, not many people,
There's
I'm
so
I'm
much
not aware of any
volatility
people
right
who
now. It's
forecasted
insane.
that we would have quite the level of strong growth that we have had in 2020.
We come back up here to the
2.5%.
67, 68
A
level.
labor market
I'm
that's
gonna see
still
if I
been
can get
creating
another
millions
short.
of jobs,
And
and
if we
yet
break through this
inflation
level, then I'll
beginning
be
in
looking at
June
short up
coming
at
down, very meaningfully. So coming down
77 through
significantly. So
83. I'm
and
looking
those are
I'm
all
looking
good
at
things.
shorts
All
all the way
three
up
of those
into
things are good things. So we've been
83.
surprised on the upside this year. In
If we
2022,
get above
when
83,
we
then
were raising rates
I'll
very
change
rapidly,
pieces here.
it didn't seem
But the
like
tape
we were
looks
getting
extremely
any
bullish. So
payback from that. But
this
we
this
really
idea,
did get a lot of payback
we'll
this
see.
year, and we also got the unwinding of those pandemic effects that I talked about. So that's people dropped out of the labor force and they didn't come
You
back
know
in
what? Fuck this shit.
22.
This market is
And then
just
they did
it's
come back
just
in
the price
23,
is
and
just
also
doing this shit.
immigration picked
Like
up.
literally, price is
All
doing
that's
this.
happening.
We're
So looking
elevating up,
ahead,
elevating down, and this is on the
once again,
15
we're
second
still in a
candles. Like the
place
1
where
minute and everything's just doing
there
like
isn't
this.
any
Like the
experience
levels on
with
a volume bar.
year
I'm like, nah,
3 of
bro.
a pandemic recovery, the last
You
time
missed
we
me
had a
with that shit.
pandemic. It's just unique. But so if you just take on board what I said about where the economy is and where policy is at a
Bitcoin
restrictive
pumping.
level, meaning it's holding the economy back. Inflation is
Yeah, the
still
VIX is
running
pushing
well above
down. Like
target,
I mean, the
but it's
VIX is
moving in the
kind of
right
come back up
direction.
now. Like it's,
So we think
I
the
don't
right
fucking
thing
know,
to be
man.
doing now
The VIX
is to be
the VIX is
moving
dropping. Sorry,
carefully,
I was reading
thinking
something
carefully
else.
about
The bonds are
how
dropping.
things
The
are
dollar
going,
is
letting
dropping.
the
Like
data tell
shorts
us
are
what the
just
story
getting
is.
wrecked right
The data will tell us whether we've done enough,
now.
whether we need to do more, and that's what we're doing. We're moving. I would characterize it as moving carefully.
Yeah, and kind of taking it based on circumstances by circumstance.
Let the
Yeah.
data,
Right.
reveal the appropriate path. We don't need to be in a rush now. Having moved, quickly and forcefully, we're getting what we
Alright.
wanted
And
to
there's
get.
the short.
We now don't have to. We
I'm
now
up
have
$800 on the day.
ability
I'm done.
move
I blew 2 accounts and
So,
made
probably my
$800
last
on the
Did you say you
account.
blew two accounts?
question,
God
but
damn.
clearly one of the
I blew
hallmarks of
2
the
accounts,
COVID
but I'm up $800 on the account I was up. So
Man,
I'm
I'm up 800.
yeah,
Could you
I blew
talk
two,
a bit
done
two
about
accounts
trading.
to get
your
to it. Shit.
relationship to the other central
Yeah.
banks?
All right, I'm taking another
and
300
how
out the market
times like that
right there.
you work together. What are the ways in which you
I'm literally
balance
just
each
scalping this
other, and
market for
just a
like 10,
sense
20
of
point
how
moves. Like
we,
Because
That's
as,
basically
to
what I
me, like
did.
trying to fucking get
collaborate
more
with
than that at
others.
a time, like
Yes. So the central banks meet
is
6
just
times
short
a
lived.
year
So
in
till this
Basel,
market breaks out,
Switzerland,
I'm just
just
gonna
the central
scalp it for
banks, not the elected
$200-300
governments,
bucks
not
at
the
a time.
finance ministries. And I didn't, that wasn't part of my world before I was chair. But so we, and we don't issue communiques. We just talk about, we go there for 3 days and we just talk about what's going on in
You just take
economies around
another
the
trade
world.
after you say you done.
And also they're
No, I
they're
didn't take another
cross-cutting
trade.
So you just take
issues
another
Nah.
trade after
that
you
we
say you
deal with, like
Mm-mm.
how's inflation
No.
going, and all the things that matter for the economy, what's happening in labor markets, what's happening with monetary policy.
I like the shorts up here. They seem to be the
So
stronger
that's
position,
enormously
but
informative.
buyers are just
As
buying
you
everything
pointed
right
out,
back up. So I'm just
nothing proves
scalping the
that
shorts
our
as they
global
every time we come up to
economy
this little
is better than
7.3,
the pandemic,
7.69
right?
area.
It's global. During
I'm just
the
shorting the market
pandemic,
every time we come up
I
there.
was in extremely regular
I'm not longing
more
it
than
back
once a
up because I don't
day
like to switch
with
positions,
other heads
but
of other major central banks by
I think the
phone.
shorts are going to win this battle.
We were the only one. Remember, at the time of the global financial crisis 15 years ago, there was plenty of room to cut interest rates. That was not the case. Our interest rate was really the only one that was far enough above zero that we could meaningfully cut it, which we did. But nonetheless, we were always talking. The major central banks were always talking about what's going on, learning from each other, and that kind of thing. And it's very important because when there's an international crisis, you need to know the people you're working with. You need to trust them.
Did you get your free reset from Topstep?
And by the way, this is very much replicated at staff levels between the major central banks, because a lot of the, when there is a crisis,
Why didn't you just
a
reset
lot
the
of
account before
knowledge
blowing it? Oh, that was the one you
Nah,
didn't
well, I
care
blew
about.
two.
how to do
I blew
it
2 accounts.
in our very
I
complex
blew one
financial
account,
system.
and the other
That's what I'm
the other account I blew,
rests
but
with
this is for the
staff, as
day.
well as with governors and reserve
Oh,
bank
okay.
presidents. But the staffs know each other well. There's a seamless web around the world of people with all that knowledge, which in a
Yeah,
crisis,
it's been real tricky
see
today.
them
So I've just been very, very
come to work
cautious with my
and
entries
do
and
what they do is
like
truly amazing.
my exits.
Do you
Like
feel like
I shouldn't have
having
walked
gone
away.
through
That was
that
I
crisis
was up like
together,
$600
the
on that
system
trade.
of central banks
I should
is
have just
working
took the
even
600.
closer together than before?
I think
But my wife, there was like some loud thump.
we don't have the ability to.
And some
we
guy
don't
came
do-
over and dropped off
We don't collaborate.
my son's new
we
bed
serve a domestic mandate, right?
Right.
Our
in the
mandate
garage.
is to work
And
for
what the
people
fuck
in
is
the United
this
States.
thumping
But
shit
yes,
that I keep hearing?
I think we
Right now we're in
there's a
a
world
rising
where
wedge
we
pattern.
really understand each other and know what we're doing.
Yeah, I'm looking to
dollar is
short
the
again
world
right here.
reserve currency, and there are dollar funding markets around
I might short
the world
the market
that are
with one
very
contract if
important for
we
our
break this
economy.
rising
So we
wedge.
support
I'm not willing to
the dollar as
go
a
full
reserve
risk with
currency
2
by
minis, but I'm willing to do 1 mini.
we have 5 standing.
Oh, I'm only in
support
1 mini
lines,
at a time.
and we actually opened up.
I've been deleveraged. I was like,
to support the role
nope.
of Dr.
I probably
Timothy
should have
Dollar.
deleveraged,
It's enormously
but
important.
I did. I took
that
2
the
minis on that
financial
last
Yeah,
trade.
I've been
and made
once,
like
both
I
in the
don't
global
even know.
financial crisis and during
once
the
I saw the
pandemic.
price action, I was like,
So
yeah,
we're very
we're gonna go ahead and
mindful of
lower
the
this. I
international,
still haven't taken one trade on my
international
Topstep account.
economic flows, and it's a critical part and a
I'm
much
out.
bigger part of
You
the
can't even
chair's job than
market order
than I
in and
would have
out because the
thought,
volatility is so
watching,
strong.
from
My shit is like
the seat of
super
government.
delayed with
Mhm.
Mine's
entries
been
and my
pretty
exits
good.
too.
Let me
So
talk about an issue that is near and dear to
not mine.
my heart.
Apex has been like I'm
and I
hitting
think
exit and
it's
clear,
also a
and this
big
shit's
concern
still
for
taking
many
forever to
people
close
here
out
in
my
Atlanta.
position.
That's wealth inequality, and
Like
particularly
I lost
the
$40 on
racial
that trade,
wealth
but I got
gap,
out of
which
but I got out
Atlanta
at break even.
is, I think
But
we're
it
ranked
ramped up
number
so
4,
fast
2,
that it
3,
took
or 4. I don't know,
$40.
Raphael, where we ranked number. We're up there in terms of wealth inequality here in the Atlanta
It's just
region.
too choppy, man. I'm not a chop trader. I
Obviously,
can't trade
are
shit.
some
I'm gonna
things
just
that
leave
the
it alone.
Shit
Fed
is
can do
choppy.
to impact that,
Hustle
but
for Life says that
also
15.
not.
Yeah, like I
There are
said,
also things that the Fed
it's really
cannot do.
good, but like when the market's this
That was something
volatile,
you
like
have talked a lot about
when the
your
market's this
predecessor,
volatile, I
and
don't want to mess with it,
also
even on the
talked about
15
that.
second.
Could you
I mean, if you
speak
look at the
to
price
wealth
action here,
inequality,
market's just
thoughts that you have about
super
the ways
volatile
that the
right now.
Fed can and
Super
cannot be
volatile. So it's
helpful?
like, do I really
And I
want to mess
say
with it?
that also
Eh,
thinking about
nah,
some of the critique that
pass.
people
I'll wait till
have
the market
around
produces a little bit more
bank
structure. I think
regulations
we're
and how
setting
that may or may not play into the ability
we're
for
basically bear flagging
low-income
up at these
populations
highs
to get access to
multiple
credit
times over, but the
and
bulls look strong. So
important
I'm
things
like,
like mortgages and credit for starting businesses. So bottom line, wealth
actually, let me
inequality,
do this for a minute.
what can the Fed do? What can the Fed not do? And are there more things that you'd like to see happen to make that less of an issue here in this country?
So one of the things that we do is just really part of what enables us to do all of our jobs is we're careful students and we hope deep, thoughtful students of what's going on in our economy
just
and
get
in
the
other economies. But
fudge
one
off
of the things
stage.
that's been going on in our economy for
And he
close
comes
to
back
a
on in an
half
hour or
century now
two.
is this rising inequality.
Yeah, for a Q&A.
And so the first thing that we do is we collect and publish a tremendous amount of data.
He said it's so volatile to hit your target at some point. That's actually a pretty good point. Like if you got enough drawdowns, it's like, bro, at some point just leave it on. It'll get there. It might take a sweet ass time, but it'll get there.
Disparities in income and just income levels and by all different kinds of categorization. So we're a source of data, a big source of data on our website. Second thing I'll say is
hands off the
thing
mouse
that we can really do. There are two things that we can really do with our policy.
I'm trying to come back
Now,
up.
one of those is to enforce the fair housing laws. So we have powers to enforce fair housing laws. Not every
these bulls
not
trying to
all
push
of
the price
they're
up.
shared around the bank regulation. That's an important one. The second one really is, and maybe the single most important thing.
Holy shit!
If you look back at the
this type of weird, and then we'll get this bullshit, and then all of a sudden bears will slap price right back down. It's
10
like,
years and 8 months.
what the fuck is going on up
happening
inside?
in the last
For real, for
3
real.
years was most of the gains.
I'm looking
were
at this
going
as
to
a
people
short
with lower
opportunity,
income
like a liquidity sweep.
The gap.
I was just trying to
between
see if we're
black
gonna hold
unemployment
this or
and white
not.
unemployment was at historic lows, and there was
Did we get
by the way, the
above
economy was
83?
not overheating or anything like that. It was. We're looking at this and thinking this is so good for the United States, so good for America.
They cooking for
And it can go
insurance
on and
up
keep
there.
going and very beneficial.
Sizzle.
The thing we can do is use our tools to
Watch that
get
shit
back
fuck
to
around, hit a brick
it
wall.
amounts to this, an extended period of strong labor.
It's another
almost
breaker
like it.
structure.
We know what that does.
Oh.
That you had companies, we heard the stories like this, companies were going into prisons and finding people who were not going to be out for a
That's
year or so. And
that's me looking
you know,
for loans
meeting
now.
them
That's what
and-
that is.
and-
If we can
and
get
and
above this
train people and get
supply
them,
zone,
you know, because they
break
there
through
just
this
weren't enough
shit.
workers. So
Like, there's
very
the 83
beneficial,
push.
positive things like that were happening.
trying to get into the 16,000 level.
You asked about, we don't, the other thing is, we don't really have, it's the elected branches of government that really
See what
have
happens at
the
16,000.
tools that can address these questions of inequality. And that's
I want to see this thing
education,
pull back before I
all
get
the
in.
things, tax policy. All
I just
those
want some
things
clean price
really
action.
not
That's
in our
it.
hands.
Just something clean.
But the tools that we have, we will use. I don't think.
All right,
of
5
bank
minute looks really
regulation
good here.
being, you know, the point of bank regulation is to have banks be safe and sound. When banks aren't safe and sound,
15 minute
and
looks really
relax their
good.
burdens,
Closing really
we saw this in
strong with
global
1 minute
financial
left.
crisis. You know, it's.
But we're
really,
at supply. Let's see if we
damaging
just
to the
break
broader
right through the
economy.
supply
Very
zone. The
high
VIX is
unemployment
coming
and
down even further,
that time,
supporting this
very
move to the
painful,
upside.
Slow recovery. Because when
But
the
this
financial
is
system
supply.
was
Let's see if we
damaged,
break through it.
Oh shit!
16,000. Oh
it grew
shit.
very slowly for 10 years.
Well,
It did grow.
that
for
was
10
a
years,
that was
but
a
it
for
great, but we
sure
never
break
saw
of
that
16,000.
3, 4, 5%
Yeah.
growth yearly
Wow.
that we wanted to see.
Wow.
You mentioned earlier the employment mandate, and that obviously feeds into issues
Bulls
of
man business up here.
income inequality,
Yeah, that long
and
is
to a certain extent, wealth
printing.
inequality. And the Fed has recently gone from saying just maximum employment to also inclusive employment. Could you talk about that and what that means to you and how you think the Fed can play a role in inclusive employment?
So really the goal is maximum employment, and the insight that we had, and part of it just was what we
Bro,
saw
ES
during that long
I think
expansion,
ES is at
is that
4,600. Let me see.
to be maximum, it really needs
Yeah.
to be
45 now.
It's
Meaning
getting there.
Out of here.
You need to be looking. Ultimately,
There's just no
like, as I mentioned, we
continuation.
don't
It's such a
have the
choppy
tools
move
to
up.
target
Like it's
particular
so
groups or
choppy.
anything like that. But we do look at the data, you know, by racial and gender and income and all of those things, immigrants, native born. We look at that data, and that all of that informs our assessment of whether we're really at maximum employment. So we said that maximum employment is a broad and inclusive goal, and that's part of our framework now.
Great. And I think words matter, and I think having that word inclusive in there does make a difference. I'm going to start opening it up and to questions in about 2 questions. So people can come to the mic, but we are giving preference to students. So we'd like students to stand up first, and then all the rest of you. after. But I've got lots of questions that I could keep going on and answering. But let me ask you, this is part of this visit is part of some of the learning tours that you do throughout the country.
Judah
And you
Barak
have
says, I'm a
thought that it was
millionaire, and now you
important
know
for
my
you to
bank
get out
account
and actually
says
talk to people about how
a
they
bunch of
experience
zeros.
the economy. Could you give one or two things that
Congrats.
maybe surprised you or that were
I don't know.
important
Is
insights
that
as
a
a
rap
result of
lyric
actually
or is
getting
that
out
a
and talking to people?
A true
all right.
statement.
So it works two ways. Of course, we have an obligation to go out and we want to explain what we're doing, and that's just part of our job. We want the public to
All right, let's see if
understand what we're
we
doing.
actually
and why.
plan
That's
on
part of
trapping
it. The other
buyers,
part of it
or
is,
is this the market about
we
to
get
just make another
incredible
fucking
amounts of
pullback and go
data,
nutty?
right? Aggregate data, and you can only stare at it so long. I find, and I think all my colleagues find too, when you talk to people about their lives in the economy, it starts to form into a story and into a more.
Okay. This looks like true selling.
You know,
This candle
a
looks
better understanding.
finally
of
some
details
fucking
of
selling
the
at these
lives of
highs.
people
Okay, there we go. Now,
are leading. You know?
just
So,
give me a
I mean,
fucking
I
retest.
remember
That's
many
all I
trips I've
want.
taken, and inevitably you
We got
come
the
back
breakdown.
and
I
you say,
just
"Well,
want to
I learned
retest.
something."
Just break this
And
structure
I
here
went
at the
we
Monday's
went to the
low.
Mississippi Delta
and
a
come
few
up and
years ago
retest.
and at Mississippi Valley State. Spent a great day there. Visited a bunch of businesses and community
Not buying this
depository
shit.
financial institutions. And what did I learn? I learned what life was
Good
like
over
in
there,
the
Jay?
Delta,
Quiet as
and you know, the
hell.
way,
Yeah,
the way
I'm
they
chilling.
live and their aspirations. Met some really talented kids, by the way.
She really
Which was great.
believes in this stuff more than him. He knows
I
it's a
learned
game.
that. I was in
Yeah,
another
she
one. I was
does.
in York, Pennsylvania, which is a
Dude, it
small
comes through.
manufacturing
Maybe it's a
town.
bot. I don't know.
And if you think about smaller manufacturing cities in the United States, my muscle memory would be that they must have really suffered because so much of our manufacturing base went overseas with China coming online and other countries as well. And interesting thing about York was what I learned was they actually had a strategy to combat that, and it kind of worked. I mean, they brought resources
breaking
together
structure.
around some manufacturing and some other business things, and it worked.
They
York
bounce
is a
right the
healthy,
fuck back up.
thriving city, and there are many other examples of cities that are just lost their manufacturing base and they've just kind of collapsed fiscally. But I think it was interesting to see that if you have a plan, it can actually work. And I'll go home and I'll think about this trip, and I'll no doubt I've learned some great things.
Great. Well, we hope you will. One last question before I open up. So what does fun look like for the chair of the Federal Reserve Board? Like, you can't go to a cocktail party and say much. How do you have fun?
For me, a big party, and I mean this is really as fun as it gets, is like a really good inflation report.
That's actually pretty funny. I didn't hear him say that.
First question.
I'm gonna eat a Snickers.
Thank you for coming to speak with us today. My name is Catherine Stewart. I'm a graduating senior at Spelman College, majoring in economics, originally from the South Bronx area
Congrats,
of
man.
New
I'm
York
happy you
City.
paid. Damn, I want to be just
the
like
Fed's
you.
aim is to have
Out
2%
getting money,
inflation
free
rate
paying
and to
Apple
maximize
out
employment
to
and price
bullish
stability.
on the
And
4
as you
hour.
mentioned earlier, the inflation rate is
Worry too
currently at
much, you'll pass
3%.
me.
So not necessarily where
Huh?
the Fed would like it
I
to
have
be.
no idea what
As we know from the
Judah is
principles of
talking about.
macroeconomics, over the long run in the business
I
cycle,
took that short
inflation
at 92
decreases
out of
during
89.
recessions
Yeah,
and increases
I think they
during
might pay it
expansion.
again,
So my
but
question for you is,
not the
how
way
will the
ES
Federal
is looking.
Reserve
Man. ES is
address the
looking like
volatility
this is
of
just a
inflation
pullback to
while
go higher.
avoiding a potential recession in the economy?
We'll see.
I know you mentioned earlier that one way would be raising interest rates, but can you think of another way that could address this dilemma?
Great question. Thank you. So if you look at the history of campaigns to bring down high inflation, what you will see is in most instances, not all, but in most instances, that has wound up. We know that higher interest rates, of course, will slow the economy, and that's the tool we have to bring down inflation. In many instances, that has resulted in significant job loss necessary to.
All right, I'm out
Market's coming
right
down.
there.
We haven't seen that here, and
I'm out for another 300.
Always
Oh,
felt
shit!
that there's a path
Yep, I'm
getting
glad I
inflation
got
to
out because I was
2%
like, yeah.
without
Oh my God.
that kind of large
What is
downward.
that?
And I still
What
believe
is
that.
that,
I've always
man? What is
believed that.
that? What
And,
is that?
you know,
I'm
we're
glad
on
I
that
cut
path,
that
but
shit.
What?
some
I'm
stuff
like,
in
man,
the
I'm out.
economy is
Getting out right
is
here. As
happening.
soon as we
You've
tap those
seen the
lows, I was
movement
like,
back to
Wow.
a more sustainable level, and you know, we
that was
hope we can stay
impressive.
on that path. We have to restore price.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna
stability
paper
because
trade the rest of the day.
So
I'm
these
I'm
shit,
I'm
they're
just gonna
all
lock in
red
the
line
800 that I'm
economy,
up, and I'm just gonna be done on the day.
yeah.
once
I
prices
I'm
was
not
like,
gonna
bro,
even be
I'm
stable,
greedy
good.
about it.
inflation is stable around 2%. People can stop thinking about inflation. They can focus on everything else. When
This market,
inflation
all
is
it's doing is
volatile
like, it's
high,
like playing, it's trying to bait more
not many are old enough
shorts.
to
So it's
remember
got to
what
look
that
like
was like. But
it's selling off.
really,
So if
really
you're
bad
short,
for
get in and
businesses
get
and households
out, bro.
trying to plan.
I'm
In
not
terms of
even
other
trying to hold
tools,
these
you
shits.
know,
I'm
I
like,
wish we had them.
I
but
see
the
10, 20
tool,
points, I'm out. 15
fiscal
points, I'm
authorities
out.
have their tools. We have our tools, and our tools are interest rates and our balance sheet, which affects interest rates as well.
Nothing's holding.
Mike.
Like every
Thank
time
you
we
for that. Can
push,
you all hear
we
me?
come right back down.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Every
Good
time we drop, we go
morning,
right back
Dr.
up.
Gale and Chairman
So you got to
Powell. This has
catch
been
it,
such a
get in and get
didactic
out. Right?
conversation.
Like
So
if we
thank
rock
you
it
for
up,
all that you
short that.
shared.
God
You
damn, never
spoke a
mind.
little bit
Don't
about
short this
optimal
shit. God
employment and
damn.
maximizing it and ensuring that it's
What is
inclusive.
this?
And so earlier when you were speaking,
What
you
is
spoke about your
Christ?
background,
What
Chairman
is
Powell,
going
in
on,
private equity and investment banking and
bro?
What
being
is
able to
This,
move into
happening right now,
entrepreneurship.
bro? Like
there's
So my
this
so
question
much
for you
market
buzz.
is
is,
going
during these
volatile.
contractionary phases of the economy, or where there's
Fuck.
threats around contractionary phases of the
The VIX
economy,
about to hit
how can
all-time
minority
lows, bro.
entrepreneurs
I
ensure
don't even
that
want to
their
look at my
ventures
call.
are
Like that
backed
shit is.
and armored
Oh,
to
that
ensure
shit's
that they're
dead.
still
That shit for
stable
the
during
streets.
contractionary phases and when those
That
times
call is for the
comes?
fucking streets. Damn, that shit go. That was aggressive.
So how can minority entrepreneurs ensure that their ventures
Yeah, I don't want to
are
get back
supported?
anything I made today. I fought too hard for that $800.
First of all, let me say,
I'm good.
Right?
entrepreneurship and innovation are kind of the secret or not so secret rocket fuel.
I'm taking
of the
another
economy.
200 right
It's entrepreneurs,
here
both
longs.
business and
Fucking
social
shit.
entrepreneurs.
This is
who
the area where
look at the
price could
world and
reject.
see
This is a
something
volume
missing
area low.
and
I
create
mean, this is a
And,
low
you know,
volume node here.
I never had that gift.
Not a lot of volume traded at this
The
area.
people who had that,
Yet.
Bulls
those are the
Bulls
ones who
just
really
look too
changed the
strong,
world.
man.
And
But I don't want to.
You're young.
If I'm longing the market,
if you feel that way,
I'm only
at all,
longing it
you-
for
you
10
see
points
something
at a
missing.
time. Like
I
I'm
say
literally
go
just looking for
it.
10 points because we're
And
so
don't
close to
hesitate.
the high,
And,
or what I
so
think the high
entrepreneurs
is.
are-
Not
are
that the market
huge.
gives a
That's
fuck what I
that's
think,
how
but
things happen in our economy. Is someone says, "Hey, we don't have an X. Let's create."
I'm just
this."
quick
So,
scalping the fuck out of this
in
market. Like
terms
it's
of
just.
how to make it
I
through
feel like
hard
that's
times,
the
I mean,
only
it's
profitable way on
right
NQ
now.
today.
Of course,
You're
you
right
go
to
back
be
before the
timid right now.
pandemic,
Yeah, I'm
there
literally
was
10, 15 points
a
and
whole
out, bro.
lot
Like
of money for
I've
entrepreneurs
tried to
to
hold
make
today, and
real
it's
deals.
pointless.
It
There's
was a time when
the market. Oh my
that has
god, I
been
should have held
up.
that long.
Venture
Oh my
valuations have come down, but just know
shit,
that it's a
go.
cycle. And
What is happening right
ventures
now?
have
They
gone
buying
from
everything.
promising to
Let me
almost
look at the
dying
stocks,
to
man.
I'm
What
about to
the
say,
fuck?
oh, look at Apple.
you
Oh
look
my
back,
Apple
God.
has
you
to be
talk to
going
any of the
nuts
great
right now. Yeah,
entrepreneurs, they'll
Apple's
say,
going nuts.
I had a time
So
when
is
I came
Nvidia.
up
The
Apple,
one thing
with
that's not
wrapping
is
it up and
Microsoft.
going plus.
Microsoft is coming out of
Nothing wrong with
demand
going
though.
long
It's at
term.
2 hour demand right here.
But many, but they'll say, I stuck
God
with it.
damn.
Stuck with it, believe in your dream, and keep pushing.
Apple's not even pushing that heavy though,
Right.
and neither is Nvidia. Like
Dr.
they're
Gill
up, but
and
they're not
Chairman
like
Powell, I want to
they
thank
don't
you
look
for
like
hosting this forum for the
NQ
Atlanta
just done
University
lost his
Center.
fucking mind.
My question for you is, how do you anticipate the
And
markets?
your name?
My name is Jonah Watts. I'm a sophomore business finance major, econ minor
Shooters rich,
over
I
at
guess.
Morehouse College.
Yes,
Four
sir.
five
My
nine
question for
seven
you is,
about to
how do
be
you
great. Yeah,
anticipate the markets will
6035
respond to the
on
acceleration
NQ
of
has about
artificial
200
intelligence
sell orders, sell
and
size,
economical
sell side liquidity.
resilience
So
of
I'm curious to see what
Americans
we do
in
up
the
there.
long run, and what provisions has the Fed sought to account for this?
So artificial intelligence is something that everybody's, spending a lot of time
This
trying
shit
to
is just
understand.
destroying all
And,
thoughts of any type of strategy I had
we have
today.
experts in all
I mean, I guess the
time
5 minute worked out, but
try to
shit, it was so
implications for
choppy.
the economy. And there's just a range of views. We don't really know. The question will be whether it is employment augmenting, like so many technologies, so that it's not, or is it employment replacing? And over time, it may be first one and then the other. But that's the question. So if what new technology does is it raises productivity. In the short run, it can sometimes put people out of work, and and that's been true of advancing technology for forever. So what is AI going to be? And I think we have a very healthy discussion going on out there. We actually had a meeting.
I would be careful shorting this market, man. Every time we even look selly, we're
very well known. These were academic,
a sweeper, a buy-side sweeper that keeps coming in, sweeping price up to maybe we're going up to this next supply zone at 662 or
you know,
6
we basically have a
062.
labor shortage and the economy wants to grow faster and AI is going to help us do that. And it's going to lift all boats. And then there are other people
Been
who
long
see
Coinbase
that
since
it's going to
105. Shit
replace
is going
so
ham.
many,
Yeah, I'm sure it
so
is.
many
If Bitcoin's
tasks
going crazy.
that are actually not just that, you know, that are pretty complicated tasks that you need.
The
some
VIX is
education
going to the
to
floor right
carry
now.
out, but AI can actually do them maybe even
I
better
guess we
than
know
people.
why the VIX wasn't moving up.
I think that there's also another side to it, which is the
Jeez.
potential
The dollar is
systemic
selling off.
of having
The bonds are
AI
selling
and
off.
financial
We're down to
markets interacting.
4.24
And so there's a lot
on
of
the
thinking going
bonds.
about this. We're in the
The
early
dollar is
stages.
down to 103.251. So
I'd say
this has been one heck of a day,
before we really
ladies and
understand
gentlemen. One
how
heck of a
these get
day.
regulated and how do we capture the obvious potential productivity increasing benefits of it without experiencing macroeconomic or financial stability costs.
The 1 hour is just straight up
Great.
fucking bullish engulfing candles. So
we'll take
you're shorting this shit. Be careful.
the people who are standing now because we're at risk of going well over time, but would love to get the next questions in.
Thank you, Dr. Gale. Hello. Thank you both for being here. I'm Alicia Sawyer, a
185 orders
senior
sitting up there,
economics major from
6035. I don't know what the
Georgia.
fuck is that
Also a Lisa D.
6035
Cook
they don't like,
scholar.
but
And my question is really about your background.
there's a
in
lot of
investment
liquidity sitting
banking
up
and
there at
private equity.
6035
How has it
to the
impacted your
sell side.
decision-making
So
process, both when you initially entered the public sector and where you are now?
So I've enjoyed all of the different parts of my career. I really feel like I learned a lot, and they all kind of inform.
Volume on the market has really cooled off.
When I was an investment banker, we were providing financial services to largely companies. So I learned to understand the capital markets and also business models. You know, when you're working with a company, you need to understand, why is this company here? What does it do that other companies can't do? How well does it compete?
man, I would hate to be playing options today, boy.
How financial markets work.
They
and
cooking calls
how they
and
value
shorts.
things, and also in in business strategy.
Yeah, unless you got into those
You
super
need to
volatile
understand the
moves, you've
business
been good.
strategy of a company to give them the service that they need. As
Yeah,
a
if you
private
sold.
equity investor, you're actually putting money to work
Because they were so volatile, they looked like they were going to go forever.
So I'd say what I learned there was a lot more about business models. And Warren Buffett likes to say, when a good manager meets a bad business model, usually it's the business model that wins. So you look for very strong defensible business models, and you also look for great management. I'll tell you something.
This is a
about
30 points from
management.
lows.
When I became a private equity investor, I asked the head of our firm, who was a Hall of Fame investor, tell me about
And Q's got to be up like
what do you
140
spot a
points
good
from the
manager?
low because we
What
were
does a
down
good
100 something
manager
points on the day when we opened up. But probably
Yeah,
more
we
than
were
that.
down
And
100
you got to be up
points,
like
140 points.
There's so many
Yeah.
different
We were
ways
down,
to do it.
came down to that
So what I've
861 demand
observed
level
is,
in that same area, took off again,
people can become good managers and good leaders,
which is
who
where
are
I
very
wanted to loan the
different
market,
from
but I
one
kind of got
another.
engulfed
So
playing around on
within
the
each
15-second
person,
chart today. I should have
as
just
long as
stick
you
to my
have
plan.
a high
I'd
level
have
of
probably had a
self-belief,
much better
willing
day.
to work really hard, there's a leader
Because
in
my
there.
plan
There's a
had me
mentor in
taking the
there.
market long
You
down
can
here
do it
4
your
hour
way,
and take
in your own
the market
particular
short
way.
up here.
There's some
But
So
instead,
the
I was
sad
playing
part
around
is,
inside of this
It
range.
really is remarkable how different
I could have just taken one trade at that low and been done.
Yep.
But instead, I took them two
Yep, that's what I
fucking
was saying.
dumbass
Like
trades
instead,
before.
Thank you.
that's why I was saying I kind of fell in love
you,
with
Gail,
the
for
15-second chart today.
being with us today.
And if I would have just
I'm
waited
Kate
for my
Thomas.
area
I'm a senior
down there at the
psychology
low,
major from Hampton,
we could have
Virginia.
got long at the
And I know that
low,
you
or at
spoke
least on
to
the
a little
pullback
bit
of the
what
low,
the Fed can and cannot do in
and
terms
just held it all
of
day,
the
all the way up
racial
to
wealth
supply.
inequality
And
in
all the rest of this
America.
Yeah.
Do you have any
jerky
advice
action
for what
wouldn't
we
even
as
matter.
young Black college students can do to help combat that racial wealth inequality?
Yeah. I think today definitely taught
You
me
know,
a lesson on
I
my strategy
I
and
will
what I
say
want to
this:
do.
the thing that has
I'm
always
sticking to
moved
that.
me the most in that area is education. So I was the founding chair of an inner city charity in Washington, D.C. I was also active in a similar charity in New York City to help inner city kids
Going back
get
in
an
my box.
education. And you
I'm going
find
back in my box. I
there are
don't
parents
like
that are
exposing
often
myself that
single
much. I
parent and
just
desperate to
tried it
get a
today. I try to be a
education and
scalper.
want to keep them away from
I did
trouble.
all right. Like
So
I
there's
didn't
so much
suck,
to do
but
there.
I
And
just don't think it's my
every
cup of
kid
tea.
who
It's
gets
just
I'm
through
when I
with
get
you.
into a trade, I
8th,
like
10th,
to
12th
I like to be
grade,
able to know
you
that I'm
know,
at the point of
and is
origin and
doing
just
well
let
at
price
it.
do
It's just a person who now has
what it
a
wants to
chance
do
of
all
a
the way to the
middle
next
class
point of
life.
origin.
So I think
I would have
to
stuck
me,
to my trading plan and did that,
you know, our education is
I would have
really,
been in
it's
much better
really
shape.
hard and really
By the way,
important.
this feels like a stair
But
step up, by the way, if anybody
education is
cares.
the road.
feels like
for people.
we've had some aggressive
And
bullish
you remember,
breakouts,
we
but
have,
it's starting to feel like a stair step up.
one form of
So
inequality is mobility. And
we did not
there's
come
a
up
lot
here
of
as
work by
aggressive as I
economists
would
named
like.
Raj Chetty, who
We
I know my
fought tooth
colleagues
and nail.
who really
Sellers were
measures,
fighting tooth and nail to come up here. So
mobility. And U.S. actually has lower
Yes.
income
take
mobility
that for however you want
than
to put it.
other major democracies.
It feels
and it
like
correlates heavily with race.
the market
So,
may be saying
I think
you
there's
will
so
not
much to do there. I
get
mean,
your
I
ass up to
spent, my wife and I
35.
spent a lot of
They
time
put
in
that
a small
liquidity
amount
up there
of money
six
towards this
zero
cause
6035, and they
for
have not
25
moved it.
years, but I think that's a
Yep.
great cause.
That shit has not moved.
Thank you.
So I'm just waiting on maybe one little
Hi,
liquidity
my name
sweep
is
up
Maya Spencer. I'm a sophomore
out of that area
economics major,
and
management and
aggressive selling to hit
organization
the tape,
minor
because this is
from
not aggressive
Williamsburg,
selling.
Virginia.
This
And my
is
question is,
passive orders
what are the
getting
Federal
filled. I
Reserve's
want to see
observations or analyses
aggressive
regarding the
selling hit the
current
tape.
trends in reduced consumer spending, and how does this impact economic
That's
indicators
the other
and
Well,
thing
at least his
about
audio
today,
was
man.
good
monetary
Like,
today.
policy consideration?
huh?
Consumer spending.
At least his audio
So
was good today.
consumer has been very strong, and
Right.
it's been
That's the
surprisingly
other thing
strong.
about the day is like
You know, there was
we're getting these liquidity
what we
sweeps,
call
and then they're following
excess savings. So people
these
couldn't
all these
spend
little
money
tiny ass
on
bubbles,
trips
and then
and,
sometimes the tiny bubbles get
restaurants and
swept
bars
into.
and things like that, because it was
Like
COVID
right
and
now,
everybody was staying home,
see
so
that
they
shit.
saved money. And
The
also
the
the
price
government
section on the tape's been weird today too.
gave checks to people to sort of
Yeah, it
fill
has
the
been.
hole and replace their lost income and that kind of thing.
Are you,
So there were
you muted or?
people had, particularly people who were income
A meeting.
consuming, had much larger piles of savings than they had before the pandemic. And there was always this thought that that would get
Yeah, you
spent
had
down,
that supply level
and
sitting
so
there and
this
hit
very
beautifully.
strong spending
Yeah, but we
ended
still
in
haven't
21
failed
and
though.
22
I had the
would
demand level,
ultimately
and that's
go
what the thing
away.
is like.
What's
I've
been
been
amazing
trying to
is
like
how
try so
strong
many
consumer
different,
spending has
adding so many different other
continued to
things to
be.
my strategy, and my
And
strategy works.
that
I just need
may
to be
well
more
be,
patient
you
and
do
wait
see
for
though,
my
you see
levels to
credit
hit,
card
because I
borrowing
cannot
going up.
trade.
You see defaults going up now. So we may be
I'm not a
actually
good
getting to
trader
the
in
end of that.
between
We're,
levels,
so to your
right?
point
Like
about
I
monetary
get too
policy,
greedy.
we're of course
I look to hold,
very, very
and
carefully
it's like,
watching
that can get me in
as the
trouble
economy
sometimes. So
appears to be slowing this quarter.
I think
We
just
think
sitting
we're quite early in the
and
quarter to be
waiting for
able to
my
say
levels
that, but we
to
think
hit
the
is
third
just a
quarter was
better
very, very strong.
situation for
GDP,
myself.
we think it's slowing now based on the limited data that we have, and all forecasters.
And now we're at
basically are
these
saying
extremes
it's will
again
be. You know, we're
at this
we're
high
looking
up
to
here,
see
but
how
the
much
volume is
slowing there
just
is.
left the
70%
building.
of the U.S. economy roughly is consumer
And
spending, and
quite
so
frankly, I don't really give a
that's
shit
going
what
to
this
be
dude has to
a
say.
big
I'm about
thing.
ready to
As
just
long
go,
as
and I'm not done
employment
trading, but I'm
remains
going to
low,
trade
employment remains
off
high, and
camera for a
wages
little
moving
bit.
up
Like
above inflation,
I just
then
want to focus
there's no
on my
reason why
setups and not have to
spending
worry
wouldn't
about reading the
continue
chat and doing all that
growing.
other type of stuff. It's 11
Thank
o'clock
you.
anyway, so I don't know about you, but I'm about ready to get up out of here. You
Hi,
seem
I'm
about
Anna
tapped out as well.
Princito. I am a
Yeah,
sophomore
I'm done
international
trading on the
studies
day. I'm
major.
just paper trading at this point. I already blew two, or I blew one account, hit daily loss on the other, and up 800 on another account, the one that I'm close. So I'm only $2,800 away from being 2,800. Yeah, like no, not 2,800, $1,800 from being funded on this
Oh, I
account.
was like, what? What
Yeah,
kind of math you doing?
I know. So 2,000.
Yeah,
Wait, no. Yeah, I'm $1,800 being away from being funded on this account. I'm
okay.
not going to
Yeah,
try to push. So
my Topstep account is in decent shape. I didn't blow anything, but it wasn't the best of days. I'll just say that. But I mean, not my Topstep, my Apex account, but I might switch over to my Topstep account. Just take the red day today. I was kind of clawing my way back. I got myself in a little trouble trading that 15-second chart. So I like the 15-second chart, but I think I'm going to use it for what I intended it to use it for, which is execution strategies, not trading. Because today proved to me one thing: I'm not a scalper. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Come back on Monday. We'll see you guys on Monday for another edition of the Trader Shop. But from the Trader Shop, please tip your barber on your way out, and we'll see you guys on Monday, man.